I want to know why the hell it's only worth 300 gold.
Like,
Hey,
so between
if
the
there's not a
the
market
egg
for it, then
and
why-
the
I believe
between
we
the egg
stole
and
it
the
from
There's
Cloud
no
Giant.
war on drugs.
that's why
people
it's so
just
cheap.
smoke pikeweed. It's pretty easy to grow.
It's like the equivalent of like hydroponic piece of shit weed.
Guys, we should start a drug trading empire.
So those two items alone are like almost half the weight.
Damn. We should be a Mexican cartel, but in what's this in Gaian?
Get your digging machine to smuggle in illegal drugs.
Hey, it's lucrative money, all right.
But yeah, if you want, you can say you put that stuff on the ship. That's fine, because you went back to put the armaments on anyway.
No, we're going back
Alright.
right now, anyways.
I wasn't sure if we had actually gotten there or not. I know you said you had to, or you had wanted to like roll encounter.
Oh yeah, that's
I
right.
thought I rolled that already.
I don't know
You
if
did. Well, after the encounter we did, you said stuff might happen if we go back, so to hold off on it.
Oh, okay. Oh, I guess I could do that now then.
We have 3 prisoners to interrogate.
No, you would be fine. So you can go ahead and put the stuff on the ship.
Cool. Let's just like, what don't we? Let's have a look at this list. What don't we need?
That's probably a good idea. Let's see.
This thing says magic item dagger, but it says nothing about what the dagger is.
Does it have a session number?
Oh, I think it might be from last session. Maybe that's why.
yeah.
Last session? Like last week?
Yeah, but I don't know where we would have found a magic dagger from.
I don't think we did.
It says session 143.
Yeah, that was last week.
Why not?
No, we wouldn't.
Maybe someone put it in wrong because it says magic
might have been-
item
it might have just been a
weapon
misclick.
dagger.
It might have just been a misclick.
Wait,
Okay.
I'm blind as hell. Where is this?
It's like
Yeah.
second last.
Oh, second to last. Okay.
Yeah, I don't
there's-
see
It's
it.
number 174.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. I
I don't see it
anything
in the chat log because I put all
I
the stuff you found in the chat. I thought.
I think it
magic?
might just be mislabeled.
Yeah, it might just be a normal dagger.
Yeah, like there's dagger on the list of items you found because I think one of the guys had a dagger, but there's nothing weird about it.
Oh,
yeah, I
right,
think
the
someone just put
dagger.
it in wrong.
Okay. Yeah.
Do we want to drop off the thing of studded leather in the bag? Do we want to just drop that off with the other 5 that we have? So that's going to be a ton of weight.
Yeah, just drop it off. I mean, we don't need studded leather, right?
I think everyone's good on armor right
Luckily,
now.
the ship can carry a very large amount of weight.
Yeah. So, I'm just gonna change this one studded leather to a 6. Instead of
I'm
putting-
just scrolling through this and I read Rod of Asmodeus and I completely forgot that was even a thing in the bag.
Yeah, that
A
kind of
rod
like...
of Asmodeus? That sounds terrifying.
We found it yonks back. I think it's just like, I don't think it's like anything ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just a
I think we
warlock
had
implement.
Yeah, I think we had discussed it was pretty much just like a spell focus.
Yeah, it's a warlock
okay.
focus.
I'm just like, damn.
So, I mean, hey, if you want to take a dip into warlock, there you go.
I do have the
We've got
crystal
you
for it.
covered.
A spell book from Sword Wraith Tomb, spell book from Elf Library and Ruins.
Yeah. I got all those.
Ship piloting book.
Yep. That's how Eldwin learned.
Recipe for a ring of swimming.
That one's funny as well. It's like, hey, you want to swim real good?
You can just keep your
You
recipes in
left-
one area. You don't have to like have the piece of paper they're on.
You laugh
If you
now,
wanna
but
just,
whenever we go
mark the
swimming,
recipes the group has. That's how most groups do it. They just have a list of their recipes somewhere. Alright, well, I have not heard back from Mary. We could at least get things rolling and see if she joins. She doesn't usually just not show
What?
up, so I'm guessing she is going to be here.
just started showing night.
Oh,
Ah,
Ah,
speak of the
Actually,
devil.
no, as you say that.
speak of the devil. Welcome.
Hello.
We were
How
literally just
are you?
saying, oh, may as well get started. She'll show up eventually. Da-ding!
Alright, well. Now that you are here, we can officially get going. Oh wait, did I not put Aurora in the rotation? You joined 2 sessions ago or 1 session ago?
2 sessions.
Two, I think, yeah.
There are 2 sessions.
Alright, so you, I think...
Because Eldwin was here last week, but he wasn't here the day he was.
Okay, so yeah, that was session...
42?
140...
142?
Oh, is it 142? Oh yeah.
Because
Yeah.
last session was 43.
Alright, so then you should be... before Onvir in the rotation. Alright, so, Nasira, it'll actually be your turn. 'Cause I know you've been out for a bit, so you kind of been sitting at the top. Are you good to scribe today?
She muted herself.
Sure, that's fine.
Alright, thanks. And Eldwin, as the previous scribe, would you care to give us a recap of last time?
Sure. So last session, start off with Volley approaching Aldo and asking about Astral. He asked if it was possible that Aurora was lying and only posing as Astral's brother to get closer to the group. Like,
Sister.
oh, right. I don't know why I said brother. I even have it. Like Eldon showed him that Astral wasn't with the group long enough for it to be likely that Aurora was using him as cover. Like, Aurora ends up getting up from her trance and begins scoping out the area and investigates the travelers at the temple. She finds them packing up their things, but notes that oddly none of them were speaking to each other. Like, the party eventually gets up and greeted by Sir Ian Vor, who claimed he left the Steel Shadow and offered to give assistance to the group to repay them for sparing his life in their previous encounter. Like, we go to meet Atala after that and ask if she would act as a counter spy for them in the temple. Anvir gives her a list of members of the temple that she should avoid due to her undead nature. We start heading back to tell Trislan about Atala and what she's going to be doing. And on our way back, we're ambushed by assassins from the sent by House Sevison. We managed to defeat the assassins and decide to regroup at the ship before deciding what to do.
Alright, thank you for the recap. Sorry, just give me one moment to check something. was just seeing if I could.
All of my custom macros are gone.
Uh-oh.
You did the thing with the app where it auto gives the buttons, didn't you?
I did. That shouldn't have deleted your macros, though.
Yeah, it deletes custom macros under the attributes and abilities tab if they exist. You've done it before.
Huh.
Pain.
Like it doesn't
Um,
delete like custom attacks and macros on the first page of the character sheet, but if you have custom stuff over on the attributes and abilities tab, they all disappear.
Is that in the character sheet or on the token macros?
Yes, both. Because over in the if you build stuff over in the attributes and abilities tab, anything you build there, you can put it in the macro bar or as a token action. But whenever you do the little whatever your API does that auto creates macros for for sheets, it clears out everything else in that's custom on the attributes and abilities tab and replaces it with the ones that because you've done it to me on my other characters too in the past. It's been a while, but
the API says it's only supposed to delete the ones that it makes. That's no.
yeah,
sorry
it's
about
happened before. I did most of them are fine. Most of them are simple enough, but I usually do a couple macros that whisper lists of things to myself that I can like pick from on my turns and in chat. And I didn't back those up for Nasira, so I'll have to rebuild them.
Yeah, I'll have to see if I have it. Maybe I have the API set up wrong because I thought it was only supposed to affect the ones it creates itself, but maybe I entered the command correct.
It doesn't change. Yeah, it definitely doesn't change anything on the character sheet tab.
Okay.
But on the attributes and abilities tab, it definitely affects custom macros there.
All right. I was trying to fix your what's it called? Your Twilight abilities marker. On Veer. Just give me one moment. I think
Twilight
I found
Sanctuary.
one. Yeah, Twilight Sanctuary.
Yeah, because we realized we didn't have a symbol up for it last session.
So that marker is slime black. Let me see if I can add it. Huh. Why are you not working? Oh, there it goes. So that was slimed black. Okay. Let me see, does that work now? Wait. Hang on a sec. Token marker. Oh, there we go. That was weird. All right. There we go. Twilight Sanctuary. Okay. Sorry about that. So thank you for the recap. Make sure you give yourself the story point. It is currently the 20th of summer at 10:30 a.m. Did you take any of those assassins prisoner, or did you just kill them?
I think we took three of
yeah.
them.
3 of them are prisoner, yeah.
What are you doing with them?
Taking them back to their ship to interrogate them, I believe. Unless I'm incorrect.
Are you going to try to wake them, to like march them, or are you going to carry them?
I think we'll have to march them because I don't think any of us are strong enough to carry people.
I mean, they're elves, right? How much can they weigh?
I'm pretty sure the average
80.
strength score of this group is like 8.
Yeah, probably like 80 to 100 pounds each. So I guess you could use some healer's kit with your healing thing, Nasira, if you want to do that. Or a healing spell could awaken them.
Do I want to do that? Like, does the party want to wake them up?
We can drag them, guys. Come on now. Well, I don't know. It's up to you guys.
I guess you have Dosha. Dosha and Voli are probably the beefiest people in the group.
It's just so funny.
Yeah, actually,
We have
Voli
no
is
strength.
like Voli's freaking swole. He's got a strength of 20.
What the
Wait,
fuck?
what?
Dosha's 14, but yeah, Voli has apparently been working out.
No, you know what? I remember when I used to play volley, that threw me off because I always picture him as more of a Dexy person.
Technically a fighter, but yeah, he does have kind of a Yeah.
Roguish qualities.
roguish.
I think it's
Yeah.
because of his proficiencies and the fact that he's got like the drow poisons and stuff like that. I always picture him more roguish.
Yeah, so I guess
Uh,
Voli will like put 2 of them over his shoulder, and Dosh will take the other one. All right, so you move the stuff back to the ship. I think someone said they were moving things from the bag of holding to the ship, and you now have these 3 people tied up on your ship. So we'll say the group is not currently at the temple, but at their ship.
Like, Andre, by any chance, do you have that Zone of
Yes.
Truth spell that we used a while ago?
Oh wait, one of them was a spellcaster. Maybe we should gag that one.
Yeah, one of them was
was
the
what?
alchemist, one of them was the spellcaster, and one of them was just the bow specialist.
Or does binding their hands is good enough? You two
If
are
it
the magic
affects-
guys.
It would affect certain spells, but not others. It depends if the somatic if the spell requires somatic.
There are some spells that they'd be able to cast.
Well,
Like,
I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but maybe it would just be, easier to kill him. Can't cast if you're dead.
yeah, there's there's that.
We're just off on the side, like, why does the group always go to that?
It's like, Robert, you're the one that, like, I'll leave that to you. You're the one that wanted to spare them.
Alright, well, what do you want to do? So they're unconscious on the ship. You have your other people here.
I think we should
Maybe
one at
you
a
would
time at the very least.
See, do you have the girls with you?
they would have to be on the ship because they can't leave the ship.
Yeah, so
Yeah, they very
seem
rarely
a little
leave.
nervous about having these prisoners here.
Can you? I'm sorry. Thank you for the recap, Eldwin. But who are? I guess my brain isn't wrapping around who these prisoners are.
They are
Assassins sent by the House of
assassins from-
Stevenson.
Yeah,
Oh,
House
okay,
Stevison,
so-
who jumped you in the caves.
Got you. And we were on our way to investigate the rumors that we'd heard about your temple on Bear, right?
So we had already gone to the temple. That's where we met Aurora.
Okay.
We have gotten a list of all the people that have arrived, like within the time since.
Oh,
we
like
arrived
travelers that have come
last.
through.
Yeah,
Cool.
all the people who are still there. Effectively, I asked them to exclude people who have already like come and gone because there wasn't much point.
Right. Okay. So,
I think it was
We're
like
in-
20 odd names or something like that.
so these people that we jumped and that we have as prisoners now are some of the people from that list.
No, they jumped us because we were like, holy shit, we are really bad at spying. Let's go talk to Atala who actually has any form of
Yeah, they
experience.
were recruiting your emotional support vampire who was on the ship. Basically, on the way there, they were jumped.
Wait. My emotional support vampire's back at Ember, right?
She's on the ship.
She came
she's
them
with
on the
us.
ship, yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I thought we were leaving her here to handle the stuff there. Okay, because she said, this is what I'm good at, I'll do this. And we were like, oh, but I want you with me.
Yeah.
Well, you will want. I want you with me.
Sierra's, yeah. So she was there on the ship, and then the group decided, like, maybe have her try to look into the spies, but she was concerned about, it being a huge church. So Anvir was going to tell his people kind of about, like, what she was doing.
Okay.
Those
Sorry,
are
guys.
the-
I'll get back into things. I just, yeah.
No, that's fine.
You've been gone for a while. It's fine.
Continue.
Just a couple weeks.
I'm back, by the way.
Welcome back. So yeah, there was a discussion. Anvir said he would let his people know to, like, leave her be. But again, she was concerned because she is a vampire, and there are paladins there who can sense her. But she trusted him, and yeah, that's when they were gonna go get her, and then yeah, they were attacked, and yeah, that's kind of where we are.
I think we were returning to the temple when we got attacked, and they were
Oh,
like,
yeah,
well,
so-
bring the prisoners back to the ship.
Okay, so we have prisoners. They were unconscious when we brought them to the ship. They attacked us. So I guess my stance would be yes. We should not eliminate them all until we have interrogated someone. I wish to know who sent them.
Well, remember,
I
Voley
believe it was your
says
sister, no, Voley?
another thing we should be wary of is if they see the three girls here and realize who they are, that could be bad.
The ship has more than one room, right?
So it has
Like a holding bay or something.
Yeah, it has the cockpit, it has kind of like the passenger area, then it has the storage area, but those aren't very big. They're only like
Okay.
10-foot
I
rooms,
would-
maybe.
I
Well-
suggest that Mirren and Ellen and Scarlet hang out in the cockpit and until we have decided what to do with these.
Yeah, well, we're gonna kill them after we interrogate them, right? So what's it
Fine
matter if
with
they see
me.
3 girls?
Anvir just looks like really glum in the background, like, what?
Well, we could hand them over to your temple. Technically, like, I'm sure they have holding cells.
Yes, but they're all unconscious right now, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so before they see the girls, let's have the girls go to the cockpit, and then let's interrogate them, and then we have choices. But you're right, if they see the girls, then they die in.
Yeah,
Alright, so the three
I
of
mean-
them will head over into the pilot area.
Although, to be in fairness, I feel like everyone knows the girls are with us. They just don't know where the girls are because the ship can't be traced.
It's true. Well, they know we freed them, Voley
Well, I don't know
says.
about everyone, but they know
Well,
that we were involved with at least one that was kidnapped and then rescued.
Yes, that
Yeah.
is fair.
Well, I guess
Still-
they know we're involved with 2 of them because they kidnapped one from our.
The Steel Shadow know
Ow.
for sure, Voley says. They know of one of them. I don't know if they would have told the Stevison household. I mean, that might be
And we
something
know
we play
Tarkana.
close to the chest.
And obviously, Tarkana knows we have them.
But
Remind
yes,
me who is Arcana?
The guy who burnt down Candlehoe.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
the one who is searching for them.
Okay. All right. Who will
So-
do the interrogating?
I mean, I don't know
I
what you guys want to know about after you guys, not me.
I feel like it's either going to be Nasira or Robert.
Ollie?
Unless,
Robert?
yeah, I feel like it's going to be Nasira or Robert because every other one of us is really bad at talking to people.
Nasira's maybe above average, but she's not great, you know? So if
I have a-
Robert, if you've got good persuasion or intimidation, let's go with you.
Yeah.
Aurora, how would you classify your interrogation skills?
I guess before we wake up, what do you guys want to know? You already know Voley's sister sent them.
we
Yes,
we do know that they came from the Stevison.
Yeah, because they said
Okay,
something.
okay.
They like announced themselves.
Stevison
as part of
household.
us.
Oh,
They also
like
had
they-
wanted posters on them.
that have us on them.
Yep.
Oh, I
Yes.
want to examine one of those wanted posters. Does it name us? Like, how much information? Are there drawings?
So
How
there
many
are
of us-
drawings, pretty good ones, of Anvir and you and Eldwin. I believe they also have Matt's
Doodle and
character.
LJ.
Yeah.
Oh, not Buttons. What was his name?
Doodle.
Doodle.
Doodle. Yeah.
Doodle. And I'm
Doodle
assuming
LJ.
LJ would probably be there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
So
LJ
yeah,
was
the,
with
the
us.
5 of you have pretty good drawings of yourselves.
Probably Nate's character too. Remember they chased him through the
Oh
cabbage
yeah,
field?
the vampire.
Yeah, and there is a 2,000 gold bounty on each of your heads, I think.
Yeah, I know it was I know it was a lot, and Robert was like, "Let's just turn you in."
Who said
We'll
that?
break you out. We'll
Robert.
break you out. It's fine. I'll just claim the bounty and break you out, guys. It's that simple.
Assuming they
I
don't
think that's
kill
an
you.
excellent plan. That would actually give us great insight onto their defenses. Get a couple people in on the inside by turning them in, and then we break them out, and we've already gotten the bounty.
Get a cool $6,000 as well while we're at it.
Is Aurora there? I haven't heard him speak.
He
Yeah,
says
yeah.
that he's still having issues.
Oh,
Oh no, I'm here. I'm just running y'all talk.
There you
I
go.
can't really hear you very well.
Oh,
So, yeah, it might
I can
not
hear
be.
you. It's just not super clean audio. Like there's a lot of echo or something.
I think it's because he's on his phone.
Yes.
That's better.
Yeah, I don't know how to say it in character, but pretty much I have reliable talent and a pretty good persuasion skill.
A pretty good what?
Probably
Persuasion.
Nasira's probably Nasira's persuasion is probably better than mine, but I have reliable talent.
What about intimidation, though? How are you in intimidating? Because we might need that.
Don't shit.
I have 8 in all 3 charisma stats.
Oh
Nice
well,
for-
I think Robert should do it then, because that's pretty reliable. If you have 8, if you're balanced in persuasion and intimidation, then I think you should do it.
Yeah,
'Cause I only
every
have
charisma
persuasion.
stat. Every charisma stat is +8.
That feels reasonably good to me. Plus, perhaps do we have anything that can pump up his ability? Andre, you're going to be concentrating on the truth spell, I assume.
Yeah. Well, actually, funnily enough, Zone of
what-
Truth isn't concentration.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, wow.
In that case, you can maybe amp up Robert's charisma even a little more.
Hey, well, what do you guys want to know? What should I be asking these
well.
assassins?
Let's
I think-
determine. Go ahead.
I think I was primarily we want to know if there are any more of them. Do they know of any spies in the temple? Who they are? That kind of stuff. We want to get information about how many people are nearby, going to be checking that kind of stuff.
I think it'd be good to know how much info they were given beyond what was just on the wanted posters. Like, are they just going by the wanted poster and they got lucky? Or do they have more intel about us that might be out there with other people having that intel as well? Also, are they merely here because of the 2,000 gold reward, or are they loyal to the House Stevison? And not that you necessarily are going to ask it that way, but like, maybe, you know, what was... Is it
Their
just about money?
motivation.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because honestly, maybe they would be of use to us in some counter intelligence. I don't know. If they're just here for money, you know? Money may not
they're-
working for money may not equal loyalty, but working for money at least equals predictability.
True.
Judging by their race and their uniforms, I do believe they're House Stevison mercenaries. Bully says.
Okay. So
They're,
they didn't necessarily just take up the contract because of the wanted posters. They were already affiliated.
My parents tend to hire a lot of wood and high elves. Seem to get a kick out of it being dark elves themselves.
Like,
Uh,
Lord Elves, High Elves, Dark Elves, you're all elves at the end of the day.
Correct
Kind
me
of
if I'm
raises
wrong.
an
But,
eyebrow at that.
correct me if I'm wrong. But wasn't your sister not a dark elf?
She is a high elf. Yes, you're correct.
Question.
She says, but don't ask. Father had some dalliances. We'll just say that.
It happens in noble
Is she your half
families.
sister?
He nods.
That makes sense.
He's only half wood elf, or full
High
elf
elf.
at
he
the end of the
says.
day.
Yeah.
Well, elf at the end of the day.
Question. How do we currently feel about House Stevison's patriarchs? Not Voli's sister, but like not Revan's past House Stevison, but your parents and their hirelings.
Mother and father are so annoying. He says, they sit in their high house home, high above the city on one of the perches of the deep, part of the nobility of the Dark Elf Society. Big supporters of the priestesses. But they are not really involved with the politics that my sister and I engage in. They sort of gave us this place in Revan's past to, kind of keep us occupied and maybe teach us some responsibility.
And when you say priestesses, is this the Dark Spider Queen?
I feel like the second he heard priestesses, Onvia cringed.
What's that?
Ugh.
Yeah, what's that god you that Drow sometimes worship, the spidery one? Is that the one we're speaking of?
This is the Spider Queen, yes.
Okay. So here's
really
why I
like to
asked.
say her name.
Say again.
He says, I don't really like to say her name, but
You shouldn't, technically.
No worries.
yes, mother and mother and father, like I said, probably wouldn't care that she's trying to kill me. Maybe they might even find it admirable.
Okay, so here's
Same
why
as
I
if
asked.
killed her.
Yes, exactly. That's why I was asking. I was going to ask if we somehow incapacitated or removed your sister from the picture. I'm not saying that we have a plan for this. I'm just getting an idea of possible options. But if we removed your sister from the picture, would you then be back in the good graces of your house and therefore benefit from the power of your house and the wealth of your house and the holdings of your house? In which case, do we want to...
He says, I'm not necessarily in the bad graces of House Stevison, just the bad graces of my sister, and she knows very well I didn't try to assassinate her. So this is all just a play on her part.
Of course.
I would rather not kill her, because then I'd have to be responsible for our holdings in Revan's Pass, and I'm not really interested, if I'm honest. I find much more fun traveling and enjoying my life in the outskirts of nobility and politics.
I'm pretty sure that's why we didn't kill her in the first place. We had talked to you about that, and you were like, no, I'd much rather just go adventuring, thank you.
Well, it would also be very annoying to try, as she does have a lot of resources at her disposal. I'm sure after a while she'll get bored and just forget about me.
You think? Really?
I hope. I don't feel like I did anything to anger her. Maybe embarrass her a little by not dying, but the story is I tried to kill her, so if anything, I'm the one who everyone might dislike in the city, not her.
I feel like we've been... Sorry. No, you say your thing. I feel like you've been trying to say it for a bit now.
Well, the reason, my whole line of questioning was merely, should we avoid eliminating some of House Stevison's people where we can, in the expectation that they may be Voli's people now or in the future? That was all I was getting at, was whether or not we want to avoid extra, taking away extra resources from House Stevison when those resources might very well be under Voli's control at some point.
So rather not be bothered, but it is a fair point. Maybe one of you could run the house in my stead or something.
I'm sure we could hire
be a
someone.
figurehead. It was my dream to be a figurehead ruler while I enjoy my life outside the castle secretly.
You needn't even be a figurehead. Perhaps we can find a doppelganger who looks like your sister and establish them.
I suppose. Might be a little bit more difficult, but it's definitely doable. Says, but in any case, such things are just ideas. I don't know if it'll actually be possible to accomplish any of this.
Anvir, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna ask Foley. I feel like we might have asked this already, but do you know why your sister tried to kill you?
Yeah, she probably got tired of me not being home to help her. Maybe she wanted part of my how would you say it? I get inheritance might be the wrong word, but similar. Maybe my resources, part of the resources in the house that I own, which I think she took control of at this point. It was a considerable amount of money. So, being that I was accused of assassinating her, she probably has just claimed it. I don't really care that much.
I mean, from
Why
what
are you
I've gathered
telling me
from
that?
you didn't stay that much in town anyway.
No. It's having much more fun with the bandits and the traveling.
What were you saying then, Asira?
No, you're fine.
Did
What I'm having doubts whether there's anything we can learn from these. She gestures at the
Well,
the
we can
unconscious
learn
bandit.
if there's anyone else nearby, if they know about the spies, because I'm pretty sure they said the spies were from the Stevenson family.
Okay. Well, Robert, are you down to ask them these few questions of Onvir's and see where it goes?
Easy.
All right. I can stand by and try to look intimidating just as a second
Mhm.
string, but I don't know that it's necessarily my talent.
Well, one thing I will mention, Wooly says, is it seems that our friend Onvir is a bit queasy about just killing them. We might be
Ari, you might want to step outside for this.
Well, he says we might be able to ransom them back to the Stevison household. Maybe even make some money off of it. If we left them as prisoners, maybe your temple could be in charge of the ransom, saying that they held them and kept them alive because they had, been defeated. These do seem like pretty, or at least stronger than the average mercenary my house hires. They might be people of note within my sister's group.
Well, if they are, I don't know. The idea of getting ransoms is appealing, but if they are close enough to your sister to be individually known and important to her, then perhaps they're not worth returning and they're better off, eliminated.
Now, it's not
I was-
uncommon for high houses to ransom soldiers and mercenaries back to each other during wartime.
I would say
if you're one of the rank and file, it's not usually so lucky, but the more talented and noble-blooded have the privilege of living to fight another day.
I'm not opposed to the ransoming in the back part, but I don't really want to get my temple involved by having them do it, because I feel like that might just make them a bigger target for the Stevensons.
I don't
Okay,
want
wait.
to ask.
They don't know me.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Robert.
I was like, I could do it. They don't know me.
Yeah, but I wasn't saying we couldn't do it. I'm just saying I don't know about having the temple do it, like
Yeah. Okay.
like Voli had suggested.
Well, the
I
other thing
mean-
is,
Or go ahead.
well, we have to detain them for a time while the messages fly and the negotiations are made for this ransom. And during that time, we need to ensure that they are not gathering information on us. That
Well-
can, yeah.
The temple has a prison, that's why I was suggesting it,
Oh, I
Wooly
see.
says.
I'm not saying we don't hold them there. I'm just saying we would probably be the ones talking and doing the ransoming.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and vote against the ransom, not because it isn't an appealing idea. I actually was, when you first mentioned it, I was thinking it was quite viable, but my personal opinion is we have things to do and places to be. This is a distraction. I don't want to babysit prisoners while we exchange negotiations, and I don't want to give them an opportunity to learn anything about our ship or our companions or anything at all that they can take back once they've been ransomed. So I am not the deciding voice, but I'm going to say it's not worth it. I don't know if we're going to keep them or kill them, but I don't think the ransom is worth our time just for some extra gold.
Just for clarification, Lou, I think the only people who know about our ship really are like that weird intelligence group, right?
Which group was that?
One with
The
the worm girl?
Frost Network? Frost Network?
The Deep
The one who had
Frost?
the Deep Frost Network or something like that. It was like an intelligence network.
Yeah, I think it was the Deep Frost. Yeah, that one drow worm rider
Yeah,
was
yeah.
working with them. Yeah, you know that they know of it. You don't think anyone else knows of it, unless
Nobody
like,
we know of would
Yeah.
know about it. That we don't trust.
yeah.
The Worm Rider appears again. I think we should make more efforts to befriend because I think that
Especially
they.
you, hey, Volley.
He says, "What? Why me?"
Oh, I don't know if you remember this, Lou, but we wingman the hell out of him. I gave him enhanced ability and shit while he went out to talk to her.
Yeah, he was
So-
trying to. Yeah, he was
yeah.
smoozing with her.
I remember we spent some time together. She seemed nice,
Yeah.
but not someone I'd spend the second night with.
The reason I said what I said is her people know of us to some extent. They know of our ship to some extent. She was able to track our ship to some extent, but she was not interested in giving our location to the Steel Shadow or this red mage that burned Candle. So we don't know what their goals are, and they may not align with ours, but they don't align with some of the other people that have been working against us of late. So that's why I said if Worm Girl shows up again, I am interested in trying to see whether we can work together.
Alright, well, I guess for now we should question these prisoners. I'm not sure what you hope to find out, but see what Robert can do.
Can we put bags over the heads of all but the one we're speaking to? I don't want any of them to see more than they need to see.
Do we have
I mean-
bags? Holy
I
says?
The other two are unconscious. Do they need bags?
Oh, that's true. I guess if we only wake one of them up.
If anything, I think we'd want to put the bag on the person waking up.
Oh, true. I don't know. Whatever you think is best.
Alright, so you're casting, your, what are you casting?
Enhance
Zone of
ability and Zone of Truth.
Yeah, I can do both of those, I guess. Question: how big is the inside of the ship we're in at the moment?
Well, the passenger area, I think I said, is like a 10 by 10 foot area.
Cool. So, everybody who's in that room will have to make the save
The
because
ship
it's
itself-
a 15-foot radius.
Yeah, the ship itself is like 25 by 10.
Do we have to
25 feet
perform
long,
this
10 feet
inside? Perhaps we can drag him out and perform it among the rocks so that it's less easy.
Well, that means Zone of Truth would cover the entire ship.
Hmm.
I'll step outside while you do that.
Right. I don't think it's a who's there when he casts it. I think when you walk back in, you would.
When you're in the zone, you have to tell the
We
truth.
could just have them outside of the ship. There's a
Yeah,
cave
let's drag-
outside.
Let's drag one of them outside. Which one talked the most during combat? Was this one? Which one was voicey? Was chatty, or was making the? You said one of them announced that they were from Stevison or something, right?
We might have
That
killed
was-
that one. Who knows?
Oh.
We killed like half of them.
Yeah, I think that was... It might have been the
I think it was one of the
Alchemist.
alchemists.
Yeah. So I think the Alchemist is the one you're talking about, the Alchemist Archer.
Which one is the lowliest? Let's start with him. He might have nothing to lose and give us info in the hopes of sparing his life.
The lowliest...
That's just a suggestion. What do you think, Anvir? Robert, you're going to do the interrogation. What are your thoughts, Eldwin? Aurora?
I feel like I can see your logic, but I feel like the person of higher status will know more.
That makes sense.
So then the
Which one is that?
Who looks the least charismatic?
Probably the spellcaster.
Well, it depends on what kind of spellcast.
You know what? True.
So there's the Enchanter, the Alchemist, and the third one is the more rank and
Are you
file guy,
specialist?
the Deathsworn.
Is there a danger of one of these spellcasters being able to do magic even while bound?
Oh, 100%.
All right, let's go with one of the more martial ones then.
¿Cómo está?
Alright, so
I don't
you drag them off the ship, and who are you waking up? I assume they're tied up. Though not gagged, obviously.
Probably the alchemist. If we're scared
Alright.
of spellcasting.
Yep,
Yeah.
let's go with what Robert does, yeah.
Alright, so...
I'll use a healing kit charge to wake them.
Alright. Yes.
Yeah, I just wait. I'll wait for a bit until something happens.
Okay. So you spend your healing kit as you kind of bind their wounds a bit more, applying the salves. The alchemist kind of shakes her head and says, "What? Blackguards. What are you gonna do to me?"
So they'll need to make a charisma save, and I will know if they succeed.
Okay.
Charisma save. Roll a 20.
That is the spell DC. You were very close to not succeeding.
I'm
you
just
are
gonna keep my
allowed
mouth
to lie.
Alright.
Yeah, Nasira's just gonna try and look intimidating.
So they would make the save, surprisingly.
Damn.
Do you know if is it every
is
turn they have
this?
to make?
What is this magic you're trying to affect me with? I don't think so. I think they're just
'Cause it's-
immune to
'cause
this
the exact-
spell.
When you say
Not sure.
they, we only woke up one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, just
Okay.
one. I'm not sure because it just says here, until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, the creature can't speak deliberately. It doesn't say anything about them becoming immune to the effect.
Hmm.
Can we
Yeah,
wait 7
we-
seconds and like make them roll again?
Yeah, like, I'm just unclear about it because it's the first time it's really come up
All
that
right.
I've.
Yeah, I guess technically, since they're staying in the circle, I have to roll again.
Yeah, I wasn't 100% sure if that was how it would work because I could see the logic in both
What's the
ways.
DC? 20?
Yeah.
Alright, so on the second round, they would fail. Again, be like, what sort of magic is this?
One that stops lies.
Uh-huh.
Well, actually, it does actually say if the creature, an affected creature, is aware of the spell and thus can avoid answering questions.
This is why. What are you doing with me here?
Well, you attacked us. I wanted to know how you knew we were here.
This is you're a group of untrustworthy assassins. You've attacked our matriarch, trying to kill her. And I see you have her bastard brother with her. He says, technically, she's the bastard. But yes, I am here. He says, despicable, disgraceful. I will answer no questions. You'll just have to kill me.
I just want to clarify. Do you know we didn't actually try and kill her?
He says, lies. More lies.
We're literally in a zone of truth. What do you mean, lies?
He says, I don't know what type of magic is affecting you or not. This is all probably another trick.
Wow, your head is so far up your ass, you actually believe that?
He says, I don't have to listen
Okay,
to you.
let me just.
It's true, you don't,
Yeah,
as
yeah,
Nasira
I-
starts to draw her dagger.
I will go into the zone and fail it on us. And I will say, ask me a question that that is the most obvious lie in the world.
So I don't even know who you are. But you are making a mistake
Hey,
being
I'm
with
not-
these people.
My name is Aurora. Now shut up, ask me a lie. Or a question that would lead to a lie.
She says, what? What are you talking about?
Andre, ask me a question.
ask me a question that to show that I'm under the effect of zone truth. Please.
Well, here's the problem with that. I don't know if it would be the truth. Like,
Sure.
Just
I don't know
try
what
to
answers
lie.
would lead.
Try to lie to us. I'll say that to the prisoner.
He says, I know that you are using magic to prevent me from lying. My point is that I don't know how that magic affects you. Obviously, you are in control of this situation, as I am your prisoner and hostage.
Well, see.
Anybody who gets near you cannot lie.
So you say.
We are. So we are up. We are above ground, or she tries to say we are above ground, but gets cut off. However, the spell works. And
I don't know how that would
to
work.
show. Yeah.
Well, I guess it depends on what
Like in Liar Liar, like in Liar Liar, where he tries to say things that aren't true. The goddamn pen is blue.
Yes. Because I don't know how that's gonna work, but she tries to lie to show that she caned and says, as far as I know, and from what I've been told, they are telling the truth. That one is innocent. Did not try to kill your matriarch or anything like that.
Give me a persuasion with disadvantage.
Let me ask you a question. Why would Voli, a man who has zero interest in trying to run his family, try and kill his sister?
Okay. You did. I believe you said persuasion?
Yes.
With disadvantage.
So, I don't
So
know.
that would be
I don't
18
pretend to-
plus, and
What
I am using
a reborn thing?
this little reborn thing, and if that somehow fails, I don't know how it works, but there's knowledge from the past life. Oh, I do have it. A mode tracking set up for it. And where is it? If that somehow quote unquote fails, because I don't know how that works, the ability to
That's your
war
cyanides.
God damn, it's you can basically add a D8 to something that you fail.
Well, you rolled a
bolts it, not-
D6.
Yeah, because knowledge from the past life is a D6. So 21 plus if I fail that, I'll add a
Well, I need to see
Bionic
what
die
you're
to
doing,
it.
because there might be more particular rules to this. So, give me
Um,
a link with what you used. Is it Psi Bolstered
not
Neck?
toast? Yeah, that's it. If
Oh,
you
okay.
fail with a skill or tool you have proficient with, which would be persuasion. for
There's
me.
not really failure with this. It's more like degrees of success.
Yeah, I know.
So,
Can I still add it then?
yeah, I
Oh,
mean, you
no.
can add 3. That's
It's up to
fine.
you.
So,
Oh, no,
she
no, no.
would say...
it's a different roll. The 3 is from a different thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
He's
I
asking if
didn't-
he can add another thing.
So, what's the 3?
Yeah.
The 3 is from the knowledge from a past life. It's his race thing.
Yeah, well, that's what I need
from
linked.
Reborn.
I need to see what that
Okay,
says.
give me a second.
If that's what you're using.
Let me find it.
Okay.
Pretty sure it's like bardic.
Oh,
yeah,
the
sort
new-
of.
Okay.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Alright, so
effectively.
she would say, I don't know what the motivation of Voli is. I just know what he attempted to do.
Look, Jane, you seem like a reasonable person. So, if you just tell us who you got your information from, we'll let you go.
She says, I'm a mercenary of House Stevison. That's where I got my information from.
I'm just curious. Was Robert really able to say that we're going to let her go? Truthfully, while standing in the zone of truth.
Oh, he made
No,
he
I
made the
passed my
save.
save. I passed my save.
He made the save. He can lie.
Gotcha. Okay.
That is the thing I forgot to
Okay.
say.
It depends. If you're not within 15 feet of him, you wouldn't need to make the save.
Yeah, I wouldn't mean 15.
But
feet
yeah,
just
that's what
yet.
she said. She says, House Stevison.
And then, how long were you? Did you just happen upon us, like a few hours ago, or however long it's been?
This is obviously not. These caves are extremely twisting and turning. There's no way I could have just happened upon you.
Exactly, and that's why I'd like to know who informed you that we were here.
Give me a persuasion check.
Sure thing.
Disadvantage.
15.
15. Says, well, I know you'd like to know, but I'm not going to tell you. There's nothing you have to trade for the information.
I mean,
Or trade
just
like
your
what?
life.
I mean, I'm not going to threaten you, but these guys definitely want to kill you.
So I fully expect to die during this encounter. I'm ready to...
I'd rather you didn't. I don't like killing people.
On the off chance that you've been fed lies, wouldn't it be a shame for you to die for those lies?
House Stevison is not one that would lie to me.
She makes a show
Sir.
of laughing.
You are accusing a man of a cloth of trying to assassinate a noblewoman. Which one do you think is more unlikely?
'Cause I don't know you or your god. But if you're with Voli over here, your god can't be that noble.
Ooh, throwing down the gauntlet.
Oh.
I suddenly care very little if this man lives.
Because I am no man.
Yeah,
Says,
Oh, sorry.
Get your gender right. Get my gender right.
no.
Just because I'm an elf does not mean I am a feminine man.
I am also an elf.
She
And
says,
me.
just do what you're going to do. This is a waste of time.
Can I knock her out and heal the next one?
Yeah, just knock her out. Just
Alright,
punch
so
her
just
right in the face.
slam her with like the
The
pommel
hold of my
your-
dagger or something. Yeah.
Alright. So yeah, you
Pommel.
smash her with the pommel and she goes limp.
Let me wake up
Blood-
the next one.
bunch of blood in her
Are
mouth.
they, I hope they're not all delusional like that one.
Let's get the Death Swarmer.
The
Well,
Death Swarm, maybe.
technically the alchemists are higher up within the house, so her reaction didn't surprise me. Alright, so you're gonna wake the Deathsworn?
Lolly,
Sure.
which one of these two would be higher up? The Death one, I imagine, would be the lowest of these two, right?
Sort
Is he the
of. The
grunt
Deathsworn are still an elite group of mercenaries within the house. The most disconnected might actually be the Enchanter, as magic users are a little bit harder to, get that much loyalty from. They're usually more
Also,
into
if
power.
the magic user is familiar with this magic, then they might be more impressed by things we have to say while under the effects of it. I don't know.
So
Yeah,
either
well, this
way,
spell
it's
runs
probably
for 10 minutes, so let's get it going.
Alright, Enchantress, let's go. Okay.
I wake her up.
alright. So she wakes up and it's like, what? What happened?
Well, you tried to attack us, you failed. We didn't kill you. In hopes to know how you found us.
She says, "Oh well, I do appreciate that. Thank you. I was
That was more reasonable.
traveling with the group. I mean, I don't know how they have the information they have. I just work for the house, same as the others.
Is she telling the truth? Did she
Well,
fail?
yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think
Let me
Christy would
do
have had to make
her
a save.
save. She would have made her save.
Oh.
So you think she? Well, you don't know if she's telling the truth, but you know she made her save.
Can I tell if she's telling the truth?
So with your passive insight, she seems like she's telling the truth. But she also is very attractive.
What does that have to do with anything?
High charisma.
Probably used to saying
Oh.
whatever she wants.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. Sorry, my bad.
She
Thank
may
you,
also
Harry
be
Hagrid.
very good at bluffing or
Pretty
deception. Yeah,
Pretty
exactly.
privileged.
Yeah, this is what I was worried about.
Look, you seem like a reasonable person.
Oh, thank you.
And you're a spellcaster. We know spellcasters love spending their time in perfecting their spells and research and all that.
Someone's
Well,
just nodding.
my power more comes from my connection to magic, not from book research.
Oh,
So you're not a nerd like
inherent.
Just-
others?
No, I don't spend much time in the libraries, if I'm honest. My magic is more spent with the people in the streets.
Oh.
That's where I like to practice my art.
You see,
For the-
and it'd be a shame if the world lost that.
Oh, well, thank
Wouldn't you agree?
I agree. And she fails her saving throw suddenly and says, What is this magic?
What the fuck?
Did you put me in a zone of truth?
Ask her quick.
Oh, it
Yes.
You say your thing.
Yeah. So, back up to the topic on hand. How did you find us out in the middle of the caves?
Well,
Oh,
like I said,
I do want to.
I'm not really one to collect knowledge of the quarries. I more just assist in the captures or killings of those we hunt.
Okay, fair enough. Do you know of any spies nearby that we could question instead?
She kind of looks around. She says, I don't. Where are we? What's that large metal contraption behind me?
It's behind you. You can't see that.
An ancient
Oh,
ruin?
she just turned her head and saw the ship. She says, I don't know if there are spies around here.
If we offered your life in exchange for you laying low in a backwater settlement far from a city for a few months and staying out of our business, would you be trustworthy in such an agreement?
She says, well, I mean, I do wish to survive. My only problems would be if House Stevison were to find me, I would most likely have to give them any information I had. She
Thus
says,
the backwater arrangement.
well, is it a comfortable place? Are there baths? You know, but this beauty requires a lot of work. One does not just.
You have magic for that, don't you? For conjuring whatever you would like or assisting you in finding it?
Well, if you preferred, we
Well.
could sell you back to the Stevisons.
She says maybe if that's an option. I mean, ransom is a acceptable form of exchanging prisoners if they have none of yours.
Right. And how much did you say your life is worth?
It's kind of a strange question. I don't know.
Well, we need a ransom amount, right? So, how much did you say you're worth?
Well, I mean, such things are usually negotiated, but I don't know, maybe a couple of 100 gold.
What was your salary for this job?
Oh, you're really selling yourself short. I think we can get 1,000 gold.
Oh, thank you. She says, I am quite talented.
Yes,
Robert
spellcasters
doesn't
are hard to find.
Robert does risen people up left and right.
Sorry.
Robert and Santa.
She says, I will
tree.
be happy to cooperate however you wish. And she gives you a smile.
Yes, well, you're already cooperating more than the person laying there next to you.
Oh.
And we would just come
Yes, I
whispering
don't
in your
expect
ears.
her to cooperate much. Zealots are rarely cooperate with anyone that is an enemy to their house.
So
Yeah.
she's a zealot for Lady Stevison? Is that what you mean?
Oh, both of them are. Most of the
okay.
guard that work for Lady Stevison are fervent in their following.
I see. No wonder she was. Yeah.
Because the Stevisons, well, they what's the word?
Manipulate?
What's the like when you're young?
Indoctrinate.
Indoctrinate.
Maybe I think there's another
Groom.
Groom, yes, thank you. He says they groom talent from a young age. I mean, I myself was mostly given training due to the fact that, well, I mean, look at me. She says, and many of them are very similarly raised and given privilege because of their talent and not reputation. Why can't I think?
Well, that answers that. Can I kill them?
Potential.
Nasira walks towards the one that we questioned first with her dagger in hand.
She says,
No,
"Why?"
why? She pauses.
Well,
they were
as long as you
potentially
don't kill
red
me, I mean, please.
I would whisper into Robert's ear. Maybe ask her specifically if she knows about any spies in the Temple of Hildar.
One quick
Okay.
thing, Lou.
Yeah.
Quick thing, Lou. I was hoping that my apparent intention to slit their throats here and now and walking toward them with a dagger and only being stopped by Anvir going, "Why?" I was hoping that would maybe be intimidating.
Oh, for her?
Yeah, a little bit.
Sure. You can give me intimidate or deception.
This is not my strong suit. I just figured I'd give it a try. See if it helps
Intimidate
her
or
cooperate
deception,
even
you
more.
could say. If your deception's better, you could do that.
Oh, my deception is not better. Never
Well,
mind.
she already seems like she's willing to cooperate.
Okay.
But she
All right, that's all.
definitely is scared of her, situation.
So Nasira's standing there with her knife in hand, but she's not acting because Anvir said wait.
Oh, sorry. She seems to be a little jumpy. We were just jumped by you guys, so you can see where it's coming from, right?
I mean, like I said, I understand why you might want to kill them. They would be of no use and dangerous, but I would be of great use to you.
Yes, you'd be of amazing use if you so happen by chance know any spies in the Temple of Hildar.
Give me a persuasion check.
I definitely
Sure.
forgot to cast Enhance ability on him, but we'll...
Would it be
I'll
with
use-
advantage?
I
I
forgot
literally
to do it,
reminded you before I woke her up.
but- Yeah, I cast the Zone of Truth spell, and then it kind of went straight in, and I didn't
Yeah.
have the chance.
So
I'll
Would
use.
it be advantage because of zone truth?
no, it wouldn't give advantage to persuasion checks.
I want to use commanding presence.
Dang it. I
'Cause
tried.
Got a
She,
D10.
she wouldn't necessarily know who has made their saving throws. Commanding presence, so 24.
24.
Well, I mean, I know that there were spies sent there, but again, we're not all given details on what the commands are. I mean, we were sent there separately. I think. Well, if someone knows, it's going to be her, and she points to the alchemist. She says the team leaders have more information, so if you want to know about spies, she'd be the one to ask. They don't tell all of us, obviously, because of situations like this, where we can be questioned or tortured.
What do you know?
She says, "Well, I mean, you seem like you have been on the road for quite a while. I know several very effective skincare methods to get your skin nice and silky smooth. You seem like you could use
Yeah.
it.
Well, my hands are
Actually,
getting a
I'm
little crusty.
interested in
Wait,
this.
hold on. Yeah, my hands are getting a little crusty, so that could help, actually.
This might make
Exactly.
Atala less. Actually, this might make Atala a little less complainy while we're traveling. I'm into this.
She says, "I am more than happy to share my beauty techniques with all of you, because you all, no offense, but you all seem like you have been on the road a bit and could use them."
Hey!
I feel like
I'm not!
Anvir has prestidigitation. He
So-
is prestidigitation.
oh, girl, it's okay. We all travel and work.
Anvir, I
can
really
admit it.
appreciate that you prestidigitate me regularly since I first asked you. It's been great, but this is beauty routines. That's a whole other thing.
Yeah, Henri, butt out if you don't understand how to keep your appearance nice.
I have dyed hair.
Do I have dyed hair?
Wow.
That's
says,
the half of my hair is purple. You think that's
How do
natural?
you not notice that?
I mean, your hair looks.
I'm not from here, so how
your
should
hair
I
looks
know?
very nice, she says to Anvir. I think it's great.
Well,
But,
you see,
uh,
I'm not originally from here, Aurora. Okay, so I just thought having wild hair colors was
And
normal.
so am I. I'm
I'd be
from
like,
the fucking
so-
Shadowfell.
So what's your name? Like I start talking to the prisoner while they argue about their hair.
Amongst the guys arguing about how good they look.
My girlfriend has been complaining
Well,
about her
guy
cuticles
and
being
girl.
really dry. Do you got something to help with that?
Oh, oh, hun, of course. I mean, look at me.
I looked at her cuticles. Are they immaculate?
Actually, they look pretty good for just being in a battle.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
Okay, back to the topic at hand. What do you
Says,
know about soldiers sent to look for us or to be looking for us?
She says, well, before that, to answer your question, hun, my name is Valena.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh,
Nasira's like
Actually, it's a
mirror
very
has
nice name.
changed.
your name is very pretty too.
Oh, was that Valena? Was it
Valeta or Valena.
Valena? Where should we avoid in the caves? Any area in particular?
Well, I mean, this area is not my native home. I have spent more time within Revan's Pass and the Human Empire, which I really should know by heart.
Darrock.
Darrock?
Darrock Empire, yes.
I know because it's the only one revealed on the map.
Yeah. Oh, did I... Hang on a sec. Oh, there it is. She says, yeah, those are the only places that I know much about. I was mostly following my, the other people from Revan's Pass here to look for you all. I don't know much about where other teams might be or, as I said, spies. I know there were a couple of groups. We came here along with several of the people who were searching you out. We were more looking to capture or eliminate you.
So we should worry about other groups in this vicinity.
As well, I don't know if they'll be here, at least not now, because they sent some north of here, kind of where Candle, or the Candle home area used to be. And they also have some seeking you around Revan's Pass. Lady Stevison does still seem pretty angry about the whole, assassination thing.
False
You actually seem
assassination
reasonable.
thing.
So I want to make this clear. We did not try and kill her.
So I don't care whether you did or didn't. I'm sure if you did, you had your reasons. And if you didn't, she probably just doesn't like you. Wouldn't be the first time that she's done
Very
something
much
like
the
this.
latter. She wanted us to kill Voli. We disagreed. She got angry.
She says it's not really something that matters much to me. But I will believe you if you say you didn't. As I said, it wouldn't
But
be the first
surely
time
it
she's-
matters if you're going to, deal with us for whatever length of time you are in our presence. Surely it matters to some extent to know just how
Well, it is your
the
paycheck.
degree of
after all.
ruthlessness of this group, right?
She says, well, I suppose if you were bloodthirsty assassins, I would already have my neck open on the floor, so you're probably telling the truth.
Well said.
See,
So I do appreciate that. Don't think I don't.
I'm gonna look at the
important to
others and
be
to be like,
people,
I
though.
like this one. Can we take her with us when we go find? Insert dragon's name here.
Wouldn't your girlfriend be mad though?
I just want her beauty knowledge, her beauty regimens. Like, what are you? What
You
are
just
you
want-
implying?
it's like a
What
personal
do you know
masseuse.
about my girlfriend, Aurora? You just joined us. Who are you?
Uh-oh.
To be fair, he has actually met
you see,
I have
Valencia,
met her.
this is why I left my girlfriend back in Revan's Pass.
She says, my name's Valena. Not
I'm sorry, you had a
Helena.
girlfriend?
but,
Oh yes, she befriended the pink-haired one with all the magic.
Who's that silent stoic type back there? He's more my type, she says, pointing at Eldwin. She gives you a wink.
Wow! Hey, Eldrin, you found yourself a girlfriend.
Well,
Yeah,
I didn't say
no.
that. She says, but, you know, maybe we could talk some.
Alright, so should we try with these two, pointing at the unconscious elves?
I mean,
I think she already made that clear. That's why I asked if I could kill them. I look back to Anvir.
So, Voli would say, can I talk to you all for a moment?
Yes, please. I don't want to leave this conversation with Nasira.
You guys
So-
walk
Wait,
away from your
Nasira.
prisoner to go talk
Well,
with Foley?
he motioned to Robert, probably just Robert. So if
Oh.
you all stayed back, I mean, you could join Robert, but yeah, he said, yeah, could I talk to you, Robert?
No, I'm gonna ask
yeah.
the new girl more about her cuticle routine.
All right.
I thought you said to you all.
Oh, well, whoever
Hey,
I guess
Nasira,
whoever wants
I-
to step aside. But
I'm good
he
to chill. I
will.
don't mind.
He will
Yeah, I'll walk
whisper.
over.
You know, she is an enchanter. This is like what she does. I mean, yes, she can't lie, but she is buttering you all up right now. Not saying
Yes,
that
yes,
you know she's going
as
to
am
betray
I.
you, but yeah, I know you pretty people, but just
Hey, you're not half bad looking yourself.
this as well. I mean, anyway.
Alright, back to
I know,
the
right?
Part of
In any
Volley's
case,
description
I'm
is
just-
literally womanizer.
I'm just look. We all have our things, but anyway, I'm just saying, don't get too.
If he knows it, he
Comfortable.
recognizes it.
She knows what she's doing. Trust me. I mean, maybe
Ah.
she would be nice to you anyway because you're all powerful, but yeah, this is what she does.
Yeah. Is there any chance she'd rather work for you than your sister?
I mean, I don't want employees. If she wants to work for you all, that's fine. I have no interest.
Alright, it'd be a shame to kill her, especially with her beauty routine.
He just rolls his eyes.
Well, I guess we could just
Well,
get it off her.
let's hope
Or-
that if I'm ever taken prisoner, it's by a bunch of people like you. I can just charm into not killing me. Maybe
Is
a
that
bunch
simple?
Isn't that pretty much what he did do?
He says, having a cuticle routine is nothing unique. I have my own. One has to look good in combat.
Well, I guess you should have shared that with Nasira sooner, and she wouldn't have so much interest.
He says, hey, I didn't think you were listening into this. Go back to your cuticle conversation.
That's true.
I feel like when you all first met Envia, he used to have like a routine, and it's just fallen out since he met all you guys.
Like, his roots are showing under the purple.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the one thing he's kept up on. He just has like a bag of like these purple roots that he's constantly rubbing on his head or something,
He says, look, anyway,
or making dye out of.
she seems very charming. Just be aware.
Yeah, of course.
Alright, so meanwhile,
So-
yeah, you go back and Nasira is still talking about cuticles with
So I have a recipe for a balm to rub on fingernail cuticles at night.
Lotion.
Her away.
Yeah, she
A good
gave-
I'm
lotion.
starting. I
She,
feel like
like-
Envia's starting to join on this conversation. Do you have anything that might work on my face scars?
She says, oh, hon, I have so many
What?
things. Did you take my my backpack? I have several lotions.
I mean, it's right here.
I think it's probably on the
No,
ship,
I-
right?
It's
Oh,
on the
yeah.
ship.
Boley again just rolls his eyes.
I'll be back. Let me go get it.
Alright, well,
Yeah.
anyways, is there any chance you could help us convince her? Jane
Who?
Doe over there.
Oh,
The one that
no.
we just punched in the face.
No, she's. I mean, she would probably cut my throat if she even knew I was talking to you like this. She's not gonna.
Would you say she's more stubborn than the other one? Do you think we have a better chance with the other one?
I mean, the Deathsworn are more rank and file in the house. They're powerful. They're pretty zealous as well. I don't know. I don't think you have a very good chance with either. Though the Deathsworn, I'd probably you'd have a better chance.
Okay, but what are the chances he knows? Or
Oh, I doubt
She?
it. I don't think she would have told anyone the identity of the spies. She's probably going to take it to her grave.
alright, well, do you at least know if
She says, "You
they're...
don't strike me as torturers."
I'm definitely not.
Oh,
Then
wow.
maybe.
And even if you did
I
torture
mean, I
her,
don't
she probably
mind,
just lied to you.
especially now that I have a cuticle
Yeah.
balm for after.
It's like, oh,
That's
wow.
I mean, yeah, I can also
That's what
do
was
it.
holding her back.
Now that I have my beauty bombs.
I think
I'm
both
ready.
me and Nasira can torture the other two if we really wanted to.
Just torture is an evil act, so it would be pushing you towards the evil alignment if you're not already evil.
I'm
To be
pretty sure
fair-
I'm already evil.
Okay, I am still standing in the zone, and I did fail my save. But I said I don't mind. I didn't say I engage it or I plan to do it.
Yeah.
I'm sure Robert's done it a few
I'm
times
lawful
before.
evil, so
I'm sorry,
I'm
what?
lawful evil.
Hmm?
Apparently Aurora is lawful evil.
Yes, I am.
I don't think you would know.
I have a code.
Yeah, I don't think we know that.
We don't know that, but yeah. I think,
Yeah, your
I think-
characters don't, but you do.
I think that was just an above table. I will torture a bitch.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's not
I
that
have
hard
a
to
code, but I'm willing to
I
break
think
it.
Nasira and Eldwin have both already proven that they are not. I think we've at least proven
Not
that we are
good.
pretty straight neutral. I don't think we've shown ourselves
Yeah.
evil at all. But like, I mean, yeah, Nasira would not object to you torturing her if it would help our cause.
Hey,
So,
alright. Final question.
Yes.
Do you know when they were sent out this way?
When?
The spies, yes.
Well, I think they left before we did, so they've been here longer. But no, I don't know the exact date.
If you had to guess.
No, like maybe 10 days ago would be my guess. But again, this is completely just conjecture. I don't know the actual day they were sent.
And when were you sent? Or your riddle?
She says, we left Revan's Pass about 8 days ago. I had heard that the spies had been sent out ahead of us. That's the only reason I chose 2 more days.
Roughly 10 plus days.
Probably.
Out of this, this is an out of character question, but would I know roughly how dangerous the caves that we're standing in right now are?
I mean, as long as you keep the darkness at bay, the cave dangers vary. It more depends on what's in them. I mean, from what you know, Anvir, around the Temple of Hildar, the caves are patrolled and kept pretty clean, so they're usually pretty safe.
How far are we from
Yeah.
the temple?
Not that
I
far.
think you
In
are
hours, I
an
guess?
hour, yeah. So, like,
Okay.
Yeah.
maybe half a mile.
I mean, if I can't kill them, can we just dump them in a cave somewhere? Not this close to the temple, though.
I mean, I do have a shovel.
I think
Well,
they
he
know
says
too
it-
much.
Well, it would also be a bit inhumane to die to the madness of the dark. Is not a good way to go.
So less
thought
people
that's
or more
inhumane.
evil than me just finishing it now?
Well,
Oh,
if
more.
a quick
Definitely
execution, as long as you do it correctly, Voli says. But or are you asking me as DM?
I don't know.
I mean, killing prisoners
No, I
isn't
think
great.
okay. No. Actually, no. I think that was in character because I asked out of character about what I knew about the caves, but then I said to Anvir, like, can we just dump them? So yeah, I think that was in character. Yeah, we're saying this in front of the prisoners. Yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
they're unconscious,
It'd
but
be
yeah,
more
Voli-
humane to execute the zealots.
I'm
Hey, I'm
sorry.
fine with that.
Humane? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
killing
sorry.
prisoners is
Elfbane.
definitely a neutral act, leaning a little bit evil, but yeah, it's not like leaving them to die and go mad in the caves is definitely kind of the worst way
So-
to go.
We've
So if my
learned there's
sensitive truth up, I'm gonna take my neutral good ass back to the ship. I feel like this conversation is swaying
Yes,
ways I don't
yes,
like.
you should.
Oh, good. Anvir's done here. So thanks, Anvir, as he leaves.
I am not
I
a
mean-
part of this.
Voli says
I mean,
ignorance is
Nasira-
bliss, eh?
Pretty much.
He says, all
I
right.
mean, there's 2 ways that I know that is most inhumane. Put them in a box, in a hole, with them go mad and solve the death, or get a bucket, flame, and a rat.
Okay,
and
stop
just
there.
Put the bucket at the...
Stop.
No, I have seen that. That is
Yeah.
Okay,
That-
let's just clarify. I'm not looking to torture them if we have no chance of getting info out of them. Now that we know they're zealots and they're unlikely to turn, and they already know more about us than we want, I just think that let's just be merciful and end it because that protects our party more than any other option.
Yeah, I agree. And then change
Look, there's a
yourself.
reason Onvia left, because he knows it's the best option as well.
I figured.
Yes.
I took Onvir's departure as leave for us to do as we see fit.
It's like, look,
Yeah. So
I can't argue that they should stay alive. I'm just gonna leave and say ransom was my choice.
Well, shall we get
So-
to it? As I pull out my dagger.
yeah.
Aren't you all gonna vote on it or something?
So someone, Onvir, before you leave, take this one with you, like the one we woke up that's been talking to us. Can he take her to the ship?
Says, oh yes, if you will untie me.
No, you can. Well, I don't know. We'll let her walk, but her hands are still tied or something. I don't know.
All right.
What do you guys think?
So you
Onto the
lead
ship.
her away.
But
You know, Sarah, as helpful as she's been, I still probably safer to end her life.
She
You
says,
think?
"What?" But the cuticles.
Now that is evil.
here's the thing. I think that she's. I mean, I know she's pretty, but honestly, I think she's been honest with us as far as like it's just a job for her. But I don't think we should necessarily send her back. At least for a few weeks or months until we get some things resolved.
Well,
She says, "I will
you were asking me to
happily be a
take.
prisoner of war, if that's what it takes."
I'm assuming I'm still here because you were talking to me. So I just say, why don't we just stick her in leave her in the zone of truth, and ask, if we keep you around, are you going to try and kill us?
Let me clarify. If we keep you around with no intention to kill you, as long as you don't act against us, will you stay with us for a period of time until we feel like it's safe to send you back so that you don't have any information that will give the Stevensons any advantage on this?
She says, well, is it comfortable? Do you have nice accommodations?
No.
Better than the caves.
We do what we can.
Well,
Not- But at times, I'm sorry.
I suppose if it's that or death, then sure, I can accept. I can accept some form of imprisonment.
I look over to Robert to see if that's adequate.
I think you're making a mistake, but it's your call.
I look to Eldwin because I haven't heard much from him.
It's always a risk keeping a spellcaster alive, but if you, but if you want to keep her alive for her beauty tips, I'm not gonna fight you.
Wait,
It's not
hold
just for
on.
her beauty tips. I mean, we've befriended others in the past that could help us that initially opposed us.
Hold on. I have a question for you, Nasira.
Mm-hmm.
What about the 3 that are in the cockpit? Isn't that reason enough? to
I-
not-
Yeah, that's why I was asking you, sure you want me to bring them onto the ship.
I wasn't planning on Onvir marching her into the cockpit.
Well, they have to leave the cockpit eventually.
Just put her in the storage room.
That's why
Oh, wait, no,
That's why I wanted to establish that she was going to be accompanying us for some weeks minimum, and possibly a couple months before we could let her go, and then maybe she'll want to stay.
Tosha says it would probably be best to just give them all to the temple prison and let them deal with them.
Onvir asked us to keep his
Oh.
temple out of this.
But I
So
said
we
I
keep
don't
them
mind.
on?
I don't mind keeping them in the prison. I just didn't want them to be the one doing the negotiatings, like Folly had suggested.
Well, if there's still a spy in the temple,
I mean,
what's to
usually.
stop the spies trying to break them free?
Hmm.
Oh, you
Well-
know what? That's good bait. You know what? Good thinking, Anvir.
Wait, what?
Right, you wanted them to get in prison so we can root out the spy, right?
Oh, that's actually a decent idea, but we got to lay in wait for a while. See if it
Yes,
stings.
that's totally what I was doing, and not reading spells that I could potentially cast on this spellcaster.
Okay, so we're not killing them, using them. Got it.
Oh no, I think we're killing 2 of them.
Oh,
Did I
okay,
wait?
then.
Did I misunderstand? I'm gonna look around at everyone.
Hey, I think you did. I think
I
we're
don't know, but-
using all of them as bait, no? Or only her?
Dosha
I don't know.
seems sad with the idea of just murdering these people.
I'm with Dosha. Me and
Yeah,
Dosha just looking
we aren't.
disapprovedly like, We're just looking at each other like,
good
why is it
members
always
of the
meta?
group.
What is dosha? Like neutral good, lawful good?
I mean, you don't know for sure, but
True.
he just seems like he is good aligned.
Yeah.
He was more neutral when you met him,
So-
but being with the group, he seems to have shifted more towards good.
How did that happen? We've been corrupting Anvir.
Yeah, I jumped to neutral. I was lawful good when I met all of you guys.
Well, he sees all the good deeds you all do and like helping people.
I think all of us do like kind
So-
of do greater good stuff, but yeah, there's definitely some questionable means to the ends.
Like,
That
we're definitely
everything-
an end justifies the means group.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
If the
So,
ends
we're
benefit
gonna
me,
use.
if the ends benefit me
So
and
we're
mine,
gonna-
then-
So yeah, what are you doing? Are you gonna kill 2 of them?
Are we using these two as bait?
I think
Killing
we use,
them, using her as
Wait a
bait, or
second, let's-
using
wait.
all 3 of them?
let's talk about this bait idea real quick. Just we don't have to spend a bunch of time on it, but guys, if we put them in a prison and we
She
want
says,
to
I
try
could be
and
bait.
watch for someone that might try to spring them to catch a spy, what do we do then? First off, let's say it works. Do we end up with another zealot that won't tell us a word if we're successful in catching the spy?
well, then that's when we murdered the spy and the 2 zealots.
Okay. Well, next question. How long will this take? We are already far overdue in joining our friend Calathar, who
Oh, you weren't
To
here for
clarify-
that.
That's right, you weren't here. Calithar's back in Ember. He showed back up.
Oh, is his
He
chicken
came
with
back. No,
him?
he couldn't
Yeah, he
find her.
failed to find her.
Oh no! We need to go. Okay, Nasir is actually going to be a little bit impassioned about this. We have spent too much time already. We need to go with Calathar and try and help his quest.
Well, the trail went cold there, so now he's looking into more ways of finding her.
Well, does not Anvir have more ways to find new clues, just as he found the last clue that Calathar
The
followed?
last clue I did was divine intervention.
Yeah, so it's like a
Really?
1 in 100
Yes.
or 10 in 100. So I guess there's a chance it could happen again. but it's
13
like
in
once
100.
a week. Yeah.
That's
So-
actually insane.
So, just kill these 2, get it over with?
It's the one and only time it's worked.
No. We kill them. We kill those 2 when we find the spy. So we killed all 3 of them at the same time.
I'd rather
Should've
you
just
didn't
made a
kill me.
vote.
No, that's why I
Okay.
said those 2, not you.
If we don't
Alright,
have
okay.
Calathar's quest, I'm sorry, this whole session I did not realize we don't have Calathar's quest anymore. So that definitely changes perspectives. And everything's good in Ember as far as we know since we left them last, right?
They're building,
Yeah, we got them
yeah.
the food and everything.
So here's
like
my
that.
thing. I don't think we should be traveling back and forth between Ember and other locations if we've got all of these mercenaries after us. They might end up there just as they ended up in Candle.
Well, at some
So I
point,
think-
Yeah, well, that's why we're trying to root out the spy, right?
Yeah, that was kind of the thought is like trying to find the spy before they end up in Ember.
Okay, let's do this. Anvir, would your temple work with us on this little heist if we've not murdered these? She kind of looks at them over, like kind of looks at disgust at the 2 unconscious ones and like rolls her eyes.
So, just so you understand, because you weren't here, we have talked to Trislin and Harrick, the 2 like main people at my church, and they know already that we're trying to find the spy. They
Okay.
just want us to be subtle about it.
Okay. Throwing people in their prison probably isn't subtle though, right?
I
So
don't
we
know.
just
It would be
say they
something
attacked
we'd have
us.
to talk to them about.
So
Yeah, we just say that
usually,
they attacked the man of the cloth out in the.
the way
Wilderness.
prison works, and it would probably work like this because these are all former colonies of the Darok Empire. Is when you're in prison, they send missives to people who might be able to pay for your release, or you spend a certain amount of time there if a trial can't be done. So the church would expect you to abide by those rules. Like they wouldn't say, "Oh well, you can keep them here until you do your thing, then you could kill them." Like you're pretty sure your grandmother would not be cool with that unless you lied to her. About
Yeah.
it. Like,
I
there's
would
the bait.
rather
We're gonna
not
kill
do
them
that.
after we find the spy. Like she probably would be okay with you like putting them in there to lure the spy out and like maybe using that. But like once that was done, she would expect you to observe the normal rules for imprisoning people.
Yeah, I would. That's what I would have assumed. I had a feeling they probably would not like us just killing prisoners of war. So I would share with that
We're
with
killing
the group that
prisoners,
if we were,
regardless of a war or not.
yeah,
I
but yes, they
suppose
definitely
if-
would not approve of us
At
killing.
least
them.
not without a trial. But go ahead. 'Cause, you know, executions are a thing, but it's expected like the nobility do a trial, and here the nobility would probably be Tristan and what's his name?
Herrick.
Yeah, Herrick.
Tristan and Herrick.
would probably like do a trial and decide whether or not these prisoners should be put to death, or if they should be like held for a certain amount of time and released to like do hard labor, or you know, if someone can ransom them, they might do that. Just to give you a little bit of an idea how the justice system works down here.
Yeah, I assumed it would work kind of just like the medieval justice system, and yeah, that's pretty much what it was.
As long as we get our spy in the end, I don't care, really.
Okay. So yeah, it would probably end up with them being ransomed back to their family.
So, we just.
So do we
take
want to
them?
ransom all three of them then? Yeah, let's just ransom all three of them.
No, 2 of them. She's nice.
She says, well, I don't mind being
Plus, she has
ransomed.
skin routine.
Yeah, if we're gonna let her go eventually, why not just let her go now with the church?
I think Aurora's trying to pitch we just make her an employee of us.
Yes.
I want
Yes,
my
I am.
cuticles to shine.
Well,
She
so
says,
does Sarah also.
I'm fine at being a prisoner of you or of this the Church of Hildar, whatever keeps me alive.
What
Shoot.
do you guys want to
Yeah.
do?
I
Ah,
would rather
fuck it,
everyone
I'll just-
stayed alive.
Okay, yes, we already
Okay,
agreed we're
let's
going
just-
to give it to the church, but what do you want to do with her? You want to keep her as a prisoner for ourselves, or a prisoner for your church and ransom her back?
Hey,
I
what do
think
you
we
want to
should
do? Do
ask
you want to work
Eldwin
for
what
us,
he
or do you
says.
want to be ransomed back?
Wooly would whisper, I think we should ask Eldwin, because apparently she kind of likes him. He gives you a wink.
I'm asking everybody, Holy.
How is Eldwin in the midst of this, or are you kind of sidelined? Are you kind of standing off?
It's like I'd be there, but I've kind of just been keeping an eye on the spellcaster, like waiting to see if she tries casting anything. Because if he
The one
does
person with the negative charisma has been keeping quiet.
basically,
So
just like
these are the NPC votes.
Send her to prison, Holy, send her to prison.
I would say send.
All three.
I don't
to
know.
prison, right?
Yeah, I'd probably say send her to prison because I'd rather not keep her around on the ship.
Yeah, I think it's too much work to keep her.
like honestly, it's dangerous to keep a spellcaster around longer than we have to.
But keeping her in prison and ensuring she won't cast magic is also difficult, especially one with innate magic.
Well, I'm sure guards know how to keep a.
That's a good
spellcaster
question.
down.
Would we have some form of
Spell dampening.
or something to stop her?
You could break her hands, or you could keep her tied up. That's usually how
I
they...
just wasn't.
And keep her gagged. That's usually how they keep... it's not very comfortable, but it is the only safe way to keep spellcasters.
Okay,
Wouldn't
I
just
wasn't sure.
beating
if
them
there
on
was
a
any,
daily
like,
basis to
random
prevent them
aspect-
from. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, good.
Sorry.
I just wasn't sure if there was any like random magical items that it's like, oh yeah, this
I
prisoner
mean,
necklace.
in more like illustrious cities, they have prisons
Yeah,
for magic
that would
users,
make sense.
but not in your church. It's just a
I mean-
cage.
Well, you can lash them daily, right? So that way they never get a long rest.
I'm sorry.
I mean, that's a little bit more of a cruel way of keeping them because like people need to sleep.
Although
Well-
based on what we saw with her, does she seem like because she is a charisma caster, we've already kind of deduced, right?
Yeah.
Does she seem like she would have like actual sorcerer like meta magic abilities?
You would guess. It looked like she used charisma to cast. But, I mean,
Yeah,
she was just doing magic. I think you only saw her do, like, 2 spells. She tried to do a Dominate
person.
spell,
Yeah.
which luckily made the save. And I think she tried something else, but you countered it. So she
Yeah,
didn't really have a
'cause
chance to get much off. I guess, Yeah, so magic user spells just look like magic, regardless of if they're using int or charisma. So you would just see gestures and like chanting, basically.
My main thing was like, we didn't see any evidence of like meta magic bullshit.
No, not in the thing she cast. Though not all sorcerers use meta magic.
Yeah, I was assuming. I was curious because she's like an NPC. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, like I said, you just saw her cast spells.
But I don't know even now that I think about it, I don't even know if Envy would understand what meta magic does. So,
So I think only Nasira wants to keep her.
I think so.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not arguing for it though. Like, if you guys all think that she should be part of the bait, let's put her in the prison.
Look, she seems
Cuticles
lovely,
will go
but I
untreated.
I think probably sideline to her, be like, it's out of my hands, but if you behave, then perhaps we can improve your accommodations sooner enough.
She says, "Oh, you'll have complete cooperation, whatever you choose to do with me."
Is the Zone of Truth still up?
Oh yeah, she's still sitting in it.
All right.
Alright, so you're going to take the prisoners back to the city. Or to the temple, right?
Would we have gotten a short rest by this point?
Well, we could say we passed some more time to get a short rest if you want.
Yeah.
I would not be opposed.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll say you pass an hour here. So it's 11:30. Go ahead and short rest if you wish to. Actually, why don't we do a break as well? 10-minute break for stretching and restroom.
Oh, that's weird. I rolled my hit die, but nothing showed up.
Oh wow.
Like, it took the die away, but didn't do anything.
Oh, and remember, with the new rules,
is-
you regenerate all your hit die at the end of the day.
Not
That's
on short
huge,
rest?
actually. That's huge.
On long rest,
Not on
you
short
can
rest, on
roll.
long rest.
But not half anymore. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
it's all of them.
Oh, my short rest, but it
What is
isn't.
the short rest for hit die? Is that all of them? If you wanted to?
As many as
You
you
wanted
want
to.
to spend. You don't get any back on a short rest. You can just spend them on a short rest. I said on a long
What's
rest.
with
you
the
get them all
twos?
back.
You restart your client. It's not two anymore.
Two,
Would
eight,
Allure know that?
2, 1.
Would Allure know that Nasira
At least you're
can
consistent.
heal people?
Back
She
10 minutes.
healed up. She used the med kit to bring up the prisoners. So
Yeah, I did some minor first aid to wake them up when they were incapacitated. I don't know
I
if
have a
any of
heal
you have
before I
used.
roll my hit die.
Yeah, I think they did the hit dice thing because of how so many things use hit dice to heal now.
Yeah,
So
a
that
lot
was-
of things use.
That was probably part of, like, because, like, the healer feat does now, and, like, a bunch of other spells let you spend hit dice in addition to healing, so I think that's why they did it that way. Because they wanted that to be a resource that you just use. But anyway, I'll
Yeah,
be back.
could Nasira heal me before the short rest? Because I am bloodied.
I think
and I'd
you
rather
and
not
Robert
use
were
all my
both
hit die.
pretty damn low.
If you ask her
Yes.
to, she would. Yeah. If you're looking really bad, then yeah. She would.
Yeah.
Oh
she
my.
would answer.
See, all my macros are gone. There's no buttons anymore. It's all just text because my macros are gone.
Oh,
Okay, so let me find it. It's 1d6 plus 4 plus.
oh.
What level are we?
13.
13. All right, so let me do this.
13.
Yeah, all my macros are gone.
God. Oh, have fun trying to redo all of them. You can probably do it.
Nasira would probably have. I don't know, that's probably a Lou question if you would still be able to benefit from the temp HP even though you weren't here last game. Because I did roll the group one at the end.
Was someone playing me or was I not in the combat?
I think. No, he was playing you, I think.
I think Lou was playing you.
Yeah, Lou was playing you. So
Oh,
you
well, then I
would've-
would have been present, so I should have temp HP.
Yeah, have a look and see if he added it. Oh no,
Who-
but I guess you would need a token to see if he added it.
Who else? Well, no, I've got my character sheet. It's got 19
Oh.
temp. It's got 19 temp HP on it.
There we go. So
Alright.
he did add it.
Who else needed a heal?
The only one I can think of would be Robert, but I don't think he's here at the moment.
Okay.
I spent
Yeah.
a lot of hit dice, but I'm fine now. So many. I rolled so terribly on those. Look at that. On a D8, I rolled 2, 2, 8, 2, 2, 1, and 3.
What do
Like
I roll?
what?
I
Like,
I
what the
rolled,
fuck?
I rolled better. I rolled better than you. I only got a 2. The lowest was it. Wait, why is it plus 12? Oh wait, con modifier. Is it?
I really should have backed these up. Like, it's been so long since I built these macros. I honestly. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, what? You probably.
I
should
wonder.
do
Oh
from
my
now on,
gosh,
just-
I missed a bunch of games in my other and a bunch of weeks in my other games too. And I wonder if he did this in my other characters.
What you probably should do is just back up the character itself, the character sheet each time, after each session. It may get annoying, but
Well, what I might do is just ask him anytime I'm out if he decides to assign macros, just create a copy of my character or something, you know? I think he can copy the characters. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. At some point, we're going to go to the new character sheets, and then everything's going to change, and I don't even know if it'll work the same.
Honestly, I feel
well, I
as much
know
as I know
there's.
you're- Sorry. I was just saying, as much as I know you were saying it would annoy you to learn all your new shit, I really feel like you should change, because it would just be straight buffs to you.
Well, it's not that if I was going to switch to the new rules for any of my characters, it would be Nasira, because I've heard that the monk has a lot of, like, improvements. But
crazy.
For me, it wasn't about not wanting to learn my shit. It was about September and October are crazy busy for me, and November and December aren't much better. So, like, January, I'm gonna have nothing to do, and I'm gonna be a lot more invested in D&D. But right now, plus I've been under the weather. Like, I have this cold that I've had for like 2.5 months.
I was
And it,
gonna
like-
say you sounded a bit crook.
It gets better, but then it comes. It's not bad. It's like it's a cough and some congestion, but it's not terrible. But the thing is every time I think I've shaken it, it comes back, and it's been extra bad the last couple days. And I've also worked a lot of extra hours the last week or two at my job, and like Ren Fair season is over, so I have my weekends back. But starting this weekend, I'm doing this whole Yuletide Village thing at my local Ren Fair. Does like a Christmas show on weekends for the next 4 weekends. It's only Fridays and Saturdays though. So now I have my Sundays now, whereas in October and November I don't have, or September and October I don't have weekends at all. So it's a little better, but like just the holidays and everything. And my husband and I are hosting our joint family Christmas, so we're doing a lot of prep for that. And I don't know, I just feel like it's been a stressful couple months. But come January, I'm gonna be bored again. I'll start playing Baldur's Gate again, and I'll be more invested in D&D again.
But yeah, some of the
Because I still haven't finished my honor run in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, but yeah, it is a lot of the shit is just straight upgrades. Like they improved the what's it called? Step of the Wind and Patient Defense.
Oh yeah,
bonus
I don't have to
action.
use key for it, right? I think I heard.
Yeah, so you can. So without key, Patient Defense is just disengage, and without key, Step of the Wind is dash. But if you spend a key point, Patient Defense is disengage and dodge, and Step of the Wind is disengage and dash. So both
Right.
of them, yeah, one of them you add dodge.
Oh,
one of
that's
them-
pretty nice. Yeah.
But
Honestly-
it gets even better. It gets even better because they added an improvement to all of those at level 10. So at level 10, Flurry of Blows is now 3 strikes. Patient Defense, if you spend a key point for it, gives you temporary hit points equal to 2 martial arts die. And Step of the Wind, if you spend a key point, you can choose a willing creature within 5 feet of you to take with you as long as it's no bigger than large.
Oh, that's really
What
is
else?
really valuable.
And
Plus
it doesn't
all of your
promote,
martial arts die are have.
Or one higher.
Yep, they're one higher.
Yeah, that being able to take people with you, like I can pop into combat, punch something, and then get out of combat with someone else that like got stuck in combat and
Actually-
shouldn't be there, you know?
It's actually really broken with the new emission rules.
What is emission rules?
So instead of so what it is now is instead of saying it's like a 15-foot radius centered on you, they say it's a 15-foot emission. So it's a spell that emanates from you. So like spirit guardians and stuff like that. They now activate any time a creature enters it. On any turn.
Wait, couldn't you with the level 10 Step of the Wind also take someone who's in danger and downed out
Yes.
of combat?
Yeah.
So the most broken thing that you can do as monk nowadays is you have 3 spellcasters who all have an emission spell up, and then what you do is you spend your 2 attacks to grapple. You grapple one, then you grapple the other, and then you use the Step of the Wind to take someone with you, and you have 3 emanation effects following the monk, and every time they go near a person, all 3 of them trigger.
I don't. Okay, so when you say emanation, that's like the radius type of spells, right?
Spirit
Basically-
guardians. Like
basically
spirit
the
guardians,
aura
the ones that
spell.
come- the
Okay,
ones
all right,
that-
I can see that. Yeah.
The ones that come from you and stay like centered on you. Like so like Twilight Sanctuary, the
Sure,
Spirit
sure.
Guardians, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff that follows you.
And if I don't need, and if I need to, like, if I only need to grab one person, like get non-veer out when like some enemy has run up on him or something, like I could use one attack and then use another to grapple you and then get out and still do some offense.
If you wanted to, yeah, but the grapple rules still, I think, mean that without the like idea behind the stupid build I was mentioning is you also take the grappler feat, because the grappler feat means that when you grapple somebody, it no longer lowers your movement.
Oh, okay. Oh,
new
so I'm
grapple.
running with you. I'm not like.
So if you were to
Okay.
grapple me, yes, but if the bonus action one, you wouldn't need to grapple me, and I could just
I
move
see.
with you your entire speed.
Okay, gotcha.
The
all right.
one thing I do like about the 2024 month would be Shadow Monk. Whenever you cast a darkness, you can see through it automatically.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
I think you could.
But
think they had-
here's the thing, though. Like the problem with darkness abilities, like they can be very powerful individually, but if your group is not built around how to deal with that darkness, I have seen darkness break groups many, many times. Like if one character comes in and starts putting darkness down all over the place, I've seen it break, like where other people can't be effective in combat. Like one person is doing amazing things on their turn, but nobody else can do anything because the darkness hinders everyone else, you know?
Robert definitely.
So
won't remember.
basically,
Robert definitely wasn't here for this. I can't remember if one of Sam's characters was here for this. But going on specifically what you were just talking about, Nasira, I can't remember his name, but remember the Tabaxi who joined us with the fog ring?
Yeah.
Vaguely.
No, I was here.
I've seen
I
it
was-
similar. I've seen it happen similarly in many groups with many characters.
I
So
was
like,
here
I don't
for that.
remember him
I
specifically.
think
It was back when
I
we were
think I
fighting
was-
the Null Cult.
Okay.
I think I was
starting
better
either-
at the time.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
if,
think
now,
we were playing
if you
Pirate
have
at
a group like for example, Nasira has the blind sight dagger, and she could pass that to someone else. Let's say Shakira did the Shadow Monk thing, and she could see in the darkness, right? And she passed the blind sight dagger.
Shakira!
What?
Shakira! Shakira!
Shakira!
Did I say Shakira? I thought you said Nasira.
Yes.
Nasira?
No,
Okay.
you said Shakira!
You said
Okay,
Shakira.
All right, so if Nasira passes the blind sight dagger to someone, and then she is a shadow monk, so she's not affected, and then maybe we have a warlock or something that's got devil sight or something. Like if the group is built around it, it can be very powerful. But if only one
Does-
person can see and work in that darkness, it can be really problematic.
Yeah, that's what happened
Yeah,
with the cat. He had a
also-
fog ring, casted it, was in it with a very strong enemy, and died, and none of us could tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
You
the only
hear it,
people with
though.
blindside right now are you, Nasira, with your dagger, and me with my feet.
Which feet gives you blindside?
No, that's tremor sense. You just hit with
Shoko?
your feet. No.
You know what I love?
They're now called
Dwarves just
fighting style feats.
Yeah, that's right. No, you know what I love is that dwarves inherently have tremor sense now that they can activate.
Yep.
I'm sorry, what?
You didn't know
That's
this?
awesome. No! I haven't played Dwarfen ever.
I only play human, so of course I don't know this.
Hey, Robert, do you need healed?
Hi.
When you
No,
were
I'm
on
full
break,
HP.
someone mentioned that you might.
Oh no, I'm full HP.
You're good. Okay.
Yeah, it took like no damage. And
Yeah,
I took 7 damage.
yeah, Shulker beyond the noble, you can now gain advantage on stealth checks when you make a hide during combat. And
Yeah.
if you... So basically the normal stuff for Shulker, but you can also have blind sight.
Okay, so are you guys ready to hear how stupid dwarves are?
It's only if they're on a stone.
Oh, I'm
surface.
listening.
So dwarves
Is
come
it
with
even more...
Dwarves come with 120-foot dark vision, advantage against poison saving throws, and resistance to poison damage. Increase your maximum hit point by 1 and gain 1 additional per level. And if you are on or touching a stone surface, you may use your bonus action to gain tremor sense out to a range of 60 feet for 10 minutes.
Cool.
That doesn't sound terrible.
Yeah, that doesn't sound
Dwarves
broken.
have always been
That sounds
broken.
cool, but that doesn't sound broken to me.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound too broken,
Do remember-
normally, but now
The
keep
tremor
in mind
sense
that we
is-
are a
the tremor sense
completely
is sort of-
underground campaign.
True, but the thing
Well,
is,
hold on. How much of this underground is actually stone and how much
right?
of it's
We're
dirt?
we're on dirt part of the time because I know I've had, not in this campaign, but I know that I've had, either characters or wild shapes or whatever with burrowing abilities, and like I am kind of 50-50 on like when I ask Lou, like, can I burrow through this surface? Like sometimes it's stone, sometimes it's dirt, you know, sometimes it's
Yeah,
sand, you know.
Do remember, dwarves have always been broken. I think it's heal dwarves that can gain
Oh yeah,
a
they have
plus
the
2 to 3
yeah.
stats.
2. Plus 2 to 2 stats.
yeah.
It's only 1 extra.
Yeah, that.
Good.
Yeah, it's one extra point that
It's-
above all the others, or at least in the.
But
They might have balanced
but
it though
adds
when they
up.
redid the stuff before
I would
before
argue-
2024 rules. Yeah.
I would argue the potential of a plus 3 to 1 stat with custom lineage is more powerful than plus 2 to 2.
You
Yeah,
can't put all
I
three
know.
in one stat from custom lineage. You're supposed to do 2 and 1 or 1 plus 1 3 times.
No, you can do. Hold on, let me check it.
I could be wrong. I thought you weren't
I
supposed to.
know. I know you can also be broken by going a gold dwarf with the feet tough, and I think there's a few other subclasses that can give you extra health.
Yeah.
Dwarves have always been broken.
Skill
Broken
for
in the
custom
sense-
lineage, it's
I don't
1
think-
ability score increases by 2, and you get a feat, which can be a half feat, so it can be plus 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's. See,
Alright.
I don't think that's broken. There's been other ways to get plus 3 when you build the character over the years, whether it's subclasses or.
It's also
feats or-
plus 3
I think-
with a feat.
Oh, it's plus 3 before
could
the
it
feat.
elves?
Oh, okay.
It's plus 2, and then you can pick a feat. So
I
it's
always felt like
effectively.
it was silly that dwarves didn't have more dark vision than elves did.
Right.
Underground.
Yeah, I think they've.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure every race now has the same amount of dark vision at 120.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
You're
elves have
weird.
120 as
No,
well.
Yes.
No. You're right. I'm pretty sure normal. I'm pretty sure it's just the dark elves of the elves that have 120.
Yeah.
But orcs have 100. Orcs have 120 now.
Oh, interesting.
I feel like Drow should have more dark vision than anyone else, based on their lore.
Well, drow and dwarves are both underground races.
So, quick question. The last session that I played, which I realize has been like 4-ish ago, like the week, like I missed, I think 3. I was getting low on healer kits. I had taken my last full healer kit out of my bag and like put it on my belt. And I said next time we were someplace where I could buy healer kits, I would. could I have bought some healer kits at the temple that we visited?
So generally the rule, if you're not here, like you're not able to do stuff like that, but we are going back to the temple, so you could probably buy it when you get there.
Okay. I mean, it's something that is very important to the whole party and that I said I wanted to do before we went there. So I feel I kind of would want to argue the fact that she would have done it, but I mean...
Remember, this is
yeah,
also a game, too. So it's like part of playing the game is like using the time you're here to play to do stuff like buy things.
Right,
So
but if my character
argument.
was present, she would have done it, so...
Yeah, in the background, I try to use as little of your resources as possible, but still be effective. But I don't usually buy stuff or anything. But yeah, we're going back to the temple anyway, so it's fine.
Okay, all right. Well, and here's while you were away, Lou, Aurora asked me to heal them, and I clicked my healer feat, and here I'm gonna click it again. See how it pops up? Next, it's not buttons anymore like I used to have. Those are the macros that all got. They're all gone.
Okay.
Like, it's still referencing the resource boxes and saying which ones I've healed and which ones I don't. I used flicks for Aurora. I haven't changed the text yet. But yeah, see how it's just text. I can't actually click the buttons anymore. So yeah. Anyway, that's kind of what happens when when you do your little click.
Yeah, I mean, I was mostly doing it to try to get token macros so I could play your character a little easier, but
I understand.
Well, anyway, that's fine.
The reason I brought it up is I was going to ask if maybe whether when someone is away and you do that, maybe you could can you clone their character sheet or something before you do that? Would that make a difference? I'm just curious if that would work.
I mean, I could make a copy of the character. That is a possibility. I mean, I just have to
It might at least
update it.
back up their macros or something.
Yeah, I might have to update it when there's level ups and stuff, but it's a possibility, yeah.
Okay, I was just curious. Anyway, we can get back to it.
Alright, so what does the group want to do?
What did... This happened last session, so I don't know if you remember, but when I gave him the 50 gold coins, I gave Volley 50 gold coins. Do you remember what he said to me? Because I don't. I think it was like an offhanded flirt, but I forgot exactly what he said.
I don't even remember. I remember him flirting with you. I don't remember why you gave him the coins, though.
Because I believe we were talking about him not getting paid or something like that. I don't remember the exact conversation, but
yeah,
he was complaining that we don't give him a cut of the party gold, and we were like, "Bitch, we give you a salary."
Yeah, something like that.
And then I tossed him 50 coins.
For some reason, the person who just joined the party gave him a bunch of gold, and he was fine taking gold, whoever it came from.
Yeah.
But yes, he was flirting with you.
He flirted with me. Okay.
Alright, so are you heading back to the temple, or what are you doing?
I'm assuming. Last I heard, we're heading back to the temple.
Can we blindfold Chickadee?
Yeah.
Let's blindfold Chickadee before we take her on the ship.
Valencia, whatever her name is.
What, are we taking her on the ship? I thought
we're not
were
taking
walking
her.
there.
Oh, are we walking back to the temple, not using the ship to go back to the temple?
We had deliberately left the ship away.
Yeah,
from the
it's like
temple.
an hour.
Oh, that's
away
fine.
from
Okay,
the
yeah.
temple.
All right, then let's just, we'll just march her back. That's fine.
Okay. So you.
And I guess we have to drag or carry the other two.
Yeah.
That's why we got ambushed the first
I'm
time, because we were
assuming-
walking between the ship and the temple.
So you head
where's
back
the
to the temple. No issues. If I could click on your party token. There we go. Yeah, so you get back to the temple. You are allowed access. What do you want to do?
Would I know about whereabouts Truslin or Harrop would be at this time?
So it's around 12:30. What day is it? It is around 12:30, so I mean they're probably just doing their normal midday like chores.
Getting ready for lunch.
Yeah, it's summertime, so there's more Palor masses. Even though obviously you're not above ground, but summer is a season of more Palor holidays because of the sun being so prominent and all the heat. Do you want to go look for them?
I should probably jail these 3 first, right?
Yeah, you probably want to go speak with the guard captain for that. Which
Hello?
would be
Herrick.
Herrick. Alright, so you go to where the guards are. Herrick is there. He would greet you. He says, hopefully everything is well, Anvir. Oh my, it seems you have some unconscious folk with you.
Yes, while we were exploring around, we seem to have found a few of our... some of our enemies seem to have found us and tried to kill us.
Ah. As well, looks like you've taken care of them. Or, well, they're still alive.
I think one of them's still conscious.
Yes, and one of them seems to be tied up. Are you wishing to put them in the prison?
Yes, they have some ties to a noble family, so we thought it might not be best to just straight out murder them.
Alright, well, you know the routine, I suppose. Or assume, if they have any contacts that we need to get a hold of to ransom them, or, yeah, just give a list of the things they've done. We'll take care of it. Or I should say I will.
Yeah. This one's a spellcaster, by the way.
It's alright, we'll keep her bound and gagged as per the norm.
Nasira shoots her an apologetic look and kind of shrugs her shoulders.
Says,
It
"It's
would be,
okay. It's okay, dear. I'm sure we'll meet again. Maybe."
As for crimes, I guess it would be either attempted murder or attempted assassination.
Alright, so you're gonna go basically
Yeah, I
fill
would
out
just-
the paperwork. With
Yeah, I'd
him.
go fill out the...
Alright.
While I'm gonna let Anvir fill out the paperwork, and I'm gonna go find.
Yeah, Herrick
Sorry, go ahead.
leads the prisoners. I guess Voley's carrying the other 2 over his shoulder, so they go off to the prison with Anvir. Now, what did you say you were doing?
I want to find Chickadee's. I forget her name already, but I want to find her backpack and steal all her lotions.
Valena? Valena's backpack is at the ship.
Damn it!
Yeah,
How far away is that? I'm gonna go get it.
An hour.
An hour.
She just came from there.
Wait, if we were there, oh god, I thought you said it. We were. That's why I asked if we were taking the ship, and you guys said no. We're on foot. We left the ship elsewhere. If I'd known it was close.
Yeah, it's an hour
Yeah, we
walk.
did say we were outside of the ship.
The ship is an hour away from the settlement.
That's why I said. All right, it's fine. All right, go ahead.
So you're going back to the ship for her.
No, I guess not now. I would have done something then, but it was
Alright.
not made clear.
Well, is anyone doing anything while Anvir is taking care of the prisoners' paperwork? Or are we just kind of waiting now?
Robert goes and fucks around somewhere.
Okay. I mean, you could do a downtime day if you want, but how long are we passing? Because I know you said something about a plan to watch the prisoner.
Yeah, okay, Robert will skulk around the prison.
I will also join Robert in that.
Are you trying to, like, stay out of sight, like stealthing, or are you just kind of skulking?
Yes, I am. I'm
And
Alright.
since it's still daytime, or early in the day, I think Robert just...
Yeah, the
Skulking.
sunstones are shining. So give me... Okay, so you're skulking, you're not, like, actually hiding.
Correct.
Okay,
Robert is. I'm not. I'm stealthing.
so give me a stealth check.
Just in case he's attacked and they can't see me. Or Humphrey.
Okay, so you are very well hidden in the area. Anvir, you get everything sorted. The prisoners are now in jail. The mage is tied up, and you have all their information for being ransomed. What do you want to do, or what do all you want to do now?
Just quickly, after me and Harrick were away from the prisoners, I would let him know about the plan to see if the spy might show up, because they are from the same group.
As well, we keep the doors locked. I mean, obviously we feed the prisoners, but unless someone is here to visit them or to ransom them, they're pretty much just kept in here, safe. But yeah, I mean, if they have someone who's coming to break them out, then sure, you can keep an eye out. I just ask that you stay out of the prison area itself.
Yep, no problem.
All right. So he has them secured, and he's going to kind of get back to what he was doing. How long do you all want to stay here watching them? Like several days, one day? And is there anything else we're doing while this is happening?
I think,
I think 5 days would be solid.
Okay.
Personally, I don't know what everyone else thinks.
I'm basically just staying right there for 5 days because I don't need to eat and barely sleep. I'm pretty much watching them nonstop.
There is some roleplay stuff I'd like to do, but I would need a day to pass before I can do it.
Alright, so I guess is anyone... Well, I guess you would have a downtime day today if anyone wants to put it towards something.
Is it dangerous to go to the ship without the whole group?
Anything. I'm just watching.
Well, it shouldn't be, but then again, you guys did get jumped by a bunch of assassins at one point, so maybe.
Okay. If I know that that's a possibility, then I guess I'm...
But we can say, maybe you can travel during the day as a group there and back or something if you want.
Well, not if anyone
several
else
of
is
you.
doing... Yeah,
I'm just
if
fine
other
with
people
that.
aren't doing that with their day, though, right?
Alright, but yeah,
I-
we can say you have access to the ship if you want to go there and do something. We'll say maybe you travel with some of the group members.
Yeah, I'm just straight up watching them.
Alright, so
Oh
let me
god,
I'm
yes,
watching
before I
prisoners
forget,
nonstop.
I would have told Trislin and Herrick about Atala.
About who?
Atala.
What about her? Just that
The
she's
fact
what she is?
Well, yeah, because otherwise they're just going to incinerate a vampire.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
probably tell
just-
the holy people that a vampire.
So you do
is,
tell them
like,
that she's a vampire.
Well,
I
she's
would
not...
tell her that.
You guys left her on the ship, which you said you left outside the temple anyway, right?
She's,
Yeah,
well,
no, she's
by
gonna
this
come
point,
spy.
she's probably either here or planning to come here.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
You have her working.
So,
on-
so the ship is not here, but part
It's
of our
an
camp
hour
is
away.
It's
with
an
us.
hour away.
Okay, right, but
So
part
it's
of our camp is
close.
with us and not on the ship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Volley and Doja are following us around, and we had asked Aurora to come try and help rat out this
Okay.
spy a bit. And,
And
but she
Atala
wanted-
is coming too.
yeah, Tala just wanted
Okay.
to get some things ready before she headed out.
Okay, cool.
Alright.
Like, hey, babe, bring me the bag of lotion.
Well, okay, yeah, I mean, if Nasira had the chance, she was going to go steal all those lotions and then give them to Atala, like, oh, I got these for you. But, yeah, no, it's fine. I think that moment has passed to try and RP that.
Well, you can go back to the ship and see what's going on there.
If it's an hour away and, like, yeah, I think we're focused on the spy thing at this point. I think it's silly to, like, go back and forth to where we just came from. I was not clear on what was where and the whole logistics.
Yeah, I mean, usually the ship is some distance from the town just because they don't want it to be discovered. But yeah, I think in this case it was an hour. So let me roll some stuff. If you want to do anything during the day, just let me know. Otherwise, I'm just passing some time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I would do something after a day passes.
Okay.
yeah, they're probably doing stuff. I'm watching the prison, straight up watching it. I self rolls, don't need to eat or sleep or drink. Well, actually, do need to sleep. Don't need to eat or drink.
Alright, so let's see. Anvir, Trislin would be a little bit iffy about a vampire wandering the temple. She says, "You know how Paler feels about the undead, Anvir."
You mean Hilda?
Or, yeah, sorry, you know how... Oh, that's right, you're not Paler, never mind. She says, well, yeah, I mean, the undead are dangerous. I'm not sure this is a good idea.
Normally I'd agree with you, but we have interacted with Vitala a lot, and she has proven herself to be very trustworthy.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
What? I'm curious.
Uh,
Would she also know that I'm a reborn or undead?
Why would
I'm
she know
gonna-
that?
I don't
Do
know,
you
paladin
ping
or-
as undead? Like, can Paladin
I think-
sense you?
Okay, I don't know.
They are classified as
know.
humanoid, I do know
Yeah, I
that.
think you're humanoid, so you're not undead, so you wouldn't ping
Oh.
as undead. You don't set off
Okay.
undead ability things.
You're like the weird in between undead and alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they would ping you as undead. Okay, that's on me.
I'm just gonna spend an insight point to add 2 to this.
Okay. Plus
Is it 2 or 1?
It's 2.
2. Yeah. Oop. Clicked the
Two
wrong thing, but
or
thankfully it didn't actually roll.
Nice.
Okay, that time I did click it and it didn't roll.
Less nice.
Nice.
Yeah, my things aren't rolling.
Did you try
Let me try-
refreshing?
Yeah, I'm doing that now.
Also, my new ping, I just found it, is 40 MS.
That's
Roll
better.
20 crash?
I don't
That's
see you in the
alright.
game. Well, while we're
Hold on, I'm
waiting
just
for
trying
that, is anyone else doing anything they need the camera for today?
Need the camera? No.
No.
Like roleplay stuff. Alright, so the day would have passed. If you wanted, you
Unless
could have
someone-
used it as a downtime day. I went ahead and paid your...
Unless someone wants to talk to me, then no.
Okay, I'm
Oh.
loading in now.
So what should I put it down under? Like sneaking out, prison, or something?
I mean, you can just put it down as watching the prison.
Watching prison.
So it would have been 20.
Can you also put it down for me?
Sure. Aurora.
So Trislin would say, I guess if you vouch for her, she's not going to attack anyone, I hope.
No, she's actually grown quite close to a member of the group, so I don't think she would want to betray the trust of her.
How does she get blood? Doesn't she have to feed off people?
I would assume she feeds off Nasira mainly.
Ugh, makes my skin crawl.
Look, I get it. It's not my thing, but they're happy.
She says, well, as long as she is not feeding off any of our people or doing anything dishonest, then I suppose it's fine. I'll let my people know, especially Herrick, to leave her be. She's still not
Yes,
to
that-
be in any of the forbidden areas. Make sure she knows that.
Oh, of course not. I believe her intention was to try and stay outside of the church in general.
She nods at that. Alright, so yeah, like I said, the day passes, no issues. Yeah.
I was just making sure because that's good. Can I've taken time to scribe a spell, 4th level spell, yesterday.
Alright, yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
So it is
Okay,
now.
and
Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just. I think you were about to say it. We have passed a day now, right?
Yeah, so it's the 21st of summer. I'm guessing you can either eat food or pay a gold piece for upkeep. Like if you want to spend rations, it's obviously a little cheaper, but you're not eating as well. They
I'll
won't.
spend the gold.
Eating? What's that?
Okay.
All of us, we all spend a gold piece.
For upkeep,
Okay.
or you can pay rations.
Are there
I'll spend a
Are there-
gold.
are there any upgraded accommodations?
The temple?
With-
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, they're letting you stay for free. It's more like if you want to pay for food and drink. Like,
No, Nasira's just used to finer things, and so if there's an option, she might upgrade, especially, for Atala's comfort. But yeah. Alright,
these
someone
are
help.
these are more pilgrim quarters.
Yeah,
it's
that makes sense.
yeah, less luxury.
I just thought I'd ask.
Yeah, no
Hey.
problem. So yeah, next day, what do you want to do?
Robert does the thing.
So Washington prison.
I think the only reason I could pass more days, but I think what's his Anvir said he
Me.
wanted to do something.
What's his name?
What's his name?
What's his name? Yeah, that guy. That guy over there.
That guy.
So let's just. So let's just say it. There's been some conversations. So I would go to Eldwin and just tell him anytime you're ready.
Where do you want to wait at?
I'll wait in our in the I'll wait in the room where we're staying. Or
All right. Just to hold on, I need to read something very quick just to make sure.
there have been some background conversations.
Are
Yes,
you
we
two
can
getting
tell.
married? That's good.
Can
Well,
I just is there a
no.
small vase or just something just some small item from that room?
Where you're
Um,
staying?
Yeah.
There's no real vases in the room. Like I said, it's more like pilgrims and priest quarters, so it's not very pretty. Just mostly for living type stuff. There's like tables and chairs, a bed, pillows, blankets.
Yeah. I just anything small that I can easily carry. I would just grab
pillow?
something from the room. Yeah,
All right.
something that's from that room. I'll just take that. And stick it in my bag.
Sure, you grab a pillow and put it in your backpack.
And then I'm going to find Nasira.
So Nasira, I don't know, maybe might be having breakfast or something.
Yeah. If Atala is kind of staying out of the temple proper, then I'm probably with her. But yeah, wherever the accommodations are that
So,
she's welcome in. Yeah.
Atala would be avoiding the group because she doesn't want to seem like she's with you all. Because she's
Oh.
spy hunting. So
Okay.
you're not sure.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, if she's on a mission and not just trying to okay, yeah, all right, then I guess I'm moping at breakfast because I didn't get to.
She's
spend the
actually been pretty good at staying out of sight. You haven't seen her.
Okay.
If she is here, you haven't seen her since yesterday.
Okay, then I'm wherever the I'm in the dormitories that the rest of the group stayed in at night, and then went to the breakfast hall in the morning, so you can
Alright.
find me easily. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you would
okay,
find her
you're,
there.
so you're also in our room?
Well, she's downstairs having breakfast.
Okay. In case I'll leave our room and meet her there.
Okay.
It's like, oh, Nasira, just the person I wanted to talk to.
Good morning, Eldwin. What is on your mind?
So, ever since we got back to Revan's Pass, I've been doing a bit of research for on some of the essence that we've collected, and I've found something very interesting about the ancient banshee essence that we collected when we were saving Scarlet.
Oh.
If I encountered a spell or like a ritual of a kind that if I cast it on a magical weapon, it can enhance its enchantments and bolster the weapon greatly. It's like, and I was thinking about it, and I know you're very fond of that dagger, and between my rapier or your dagger, I found that the benefit, we'd get the most value from the benefits if I used it on your dagger. I know you're very hesitant to let go of it, so with your permission, I would like to start the ritual, and
and sorry, just to cut in really quick. While you were gone last mission, your dagger ate another person.
Wait, what? Can you describe this scene for me, please?
Basically, you stabbed someone and they, like, poofed away. You've never seen it do that to a humanoid before. Like, one of the elves was...
stab?
I think it was
One of
the
the elves.
archer. Yeah, one of the elven archers, like, you took them down, and as you, like, basically dropped them to zero, they, like were sucked, like, kind of like their essence was sucked into the dagger, and they vanished.
So there was some sort of visual where it seemed like they were... No, they didn't just poof, there was some sort of slurp.
Yeah, like something, they almost like kind of turned to dust and were pulled into the dagger, is what it looked like.
Alright, then I will look innocently at Eldwin and be like, oh, it is a very fine thought that you would apply your power boost to my fine dagger. You do not wish it for your own weapon?
It's like my weapon is like the enchantment would like the boost in power works better on minor enchantments than major ones. My +2 weapon means that the boost from this would be a lot smaller than say your dagger.
I see. You are implying that my weapon is of inferior quality.
I'm
just kidding.
He starts getting really nervous. I mean, the enchantments aren't as
Nasira looks
sophisticated.
as amused as you've ever seen her look.
You're messing with me, aren't you?
So she kind of delays a little bit by messing with Eldman, but meanwhile, she is contacting Niffy in her head and seeing what Niffy thinks of this.
She says, I don't think I need any type of upgrade. I'm fairly powerful as is.
And I would mentally say back, is more power ever unappreciated?
Well, how is he going to make me more powerful?
I would say aloud to Eldwin, so how would you make the weapon more powerful? Explain.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, I just need to double check. I've learned that the ancient banshee essence has the ability to empower spells or a magic item. So my hope is that if I can recreate the ritual that empowered my rapier, which used to just have a +1 enchantment to +2, I can do something similar or even better to your dagger using the ancient banshee essence.
I think that one was actually unenchanted when you got it. That was like your backstory one.
Oh, was it? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We might have gotten something along
You
the way.
had a +1/1, but then we found an enchantment.
Oh,
would
that
make
might
a
have been
sword
it,
+2, and
Gotcha.
we were like, your backstory sword can be better than your sword.
Oh,
So I would.
right. That's it. So it's like, if I can modify the enchantments from the +2 ritual, then I can probably use the Ancient Banshee essence to upgrade this.
Yeah, I would say again to Niffy, like, would it not be valuable to improve your power to enhance your already admirable abilities?
Well, I mean, I'm already fairly powerful when it comes to accuracy and damage. I think this ritual would be best used on a more mundane weapon.
So then I would say to Eldwin, perhaps while it is most admirable for you to offer this to my beautiful dagger, it's probably more valuable to be used on a mundane weapon to enhance another item that is not yet aiding us in the way that my she kind of pets the dagger companion does.
It's like there's no need to be humble here, Nasira. It's like, I do believe boosting your dagger will be the best way to improve the strength of our group here in the short term. Besides, this I understand what you're saying. This ritual does kind of require a gray area where if the magic of an item is too strong, it's not as effective as a boost, and it can't boost something that has no magic.
I guess you can make a persuasion or deception roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to Niffy, like, mentally, and be like, but you're turning down more power, even if it is just a slight improvement. Please?
So, I'm using 3 insight points for this.
Okay. +6.
Andre and Eldwin are getting married? What did I just read?
I don't know.
It's because I went up to him and whispered, ready.
So...
Can I also persuade Niffy that I think, like, any little power boost is power?
I guess, Nasira, you can also counter that with an insight roll if you want. You got a 19.
Oh, an insight? Okay.
See how you take this. Okay. So yeah, I mean, seems like that could be something valuable. The dagger would say, well, I mean, I doubt it'll work, but if he wishes to try.
As long as it's good for you, then it could be powerful for us all. And with that little bit of assent, I would hold the dagger out to Eldwin. I hold on to it a little too tightly and a few seconds longer than I should. Like, as he takes it, like, as he reaches out for it, I'm like very hesitant to let go of it.
Like, oh, so you fully hand it over to me?
As long as if the dagger had told me not to, I would not have. But the dagger kind of seems to acquiesce to it, so I'm like, sure, power is good. So yeah, I would hand it over, but I don't want to let go of it. So I'm kind of like, I look a little like hesitant, but yes, I would hold it out to you.
All right. So so I will take the dagger and I will start chanting to do my spell.
And I have no magical ability or arcana knowledge, so I have no idea what his chanting means. It looks perfectly normal to me, I would assume.
Yeah.
Yep. And I will reach my bag, grab the pillow that I take, and cast teleport on the dagger.
Alright. Where are you teleporting it?
Right
We
into
have been
the...
planning to get rid of this dagger away from you for weeks.
I thought you were going to do remove curse.
Well,
I have remove curse.
that's what this is. It's like,
Where do you think it's going?
Anvir is staying in our room, and I took him this item from the room, so I have a more familiar idea of it. So I teleported it right back to our room.
Alright, so you would see the dagger just vanish as he casts something.
What have you done? Eldwin, did the ritual fail?
Like, something that had to be done. And then I guess.
It's intentional. She looks really unhappy with you.
And then I will.
Blue, I'm still cursed by it, right?
Yeah.
Well, not for much longer, because the dagger just appeared in my room.
So, I guess that would be my turn. So she'd have the ability to do something.
I look at you like I might attack you and ask for an explanation.
Like, it's like I'll say like I'm really sorry about this year, but it's for the best. And then I will start casting again.
While
And I
that's
will
happening. Sorry, you say your thing.
It's like, and then I will attempt to try and cast telekinesis on Nasira.
Alright. So
I think I would definitely try to counter given the circumstances.
I think you have to do a strength saving throw.
Yep, new
Strength?
telekinesis.
Okay.
DC 19 strength throw.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Good lord!
So you,
Jeez.
yeah, you're like ruh-roh as you hit
So
her
you
with the
make my dagger
telekinesis, and she just gives you a
Then
very
you had
angry look.
magic on me.
So what's Nasira gonna do?
Well,
I mean, I do kind of feel like it would matter whether Anvir or Nasira rolled initiative first in this situation.
Yeah, well, what's Anvir doing? You said you're back at the room.
I'm removing curse.
I might put a hand to Eldwin's throat at this point.
All right. So you,
I'm in my
Eldwin,
room.
try to pick her up, and suddenly you feel a very strong hand around your throat, almost lifting you up. With like she has fire in her eyes. Although for some reason, like a moment later, you still feel kind of annoyed, but less so.
Do I have less of an affinity for the dagger suddenly?
Yeah, it feels like for whatever reason you're more okay with it vanishing. Like
Okay.
you're still
So
kind of
then-
mad, like as if they stole it from you, but it's like it's lessened noticeably.
All right, and I've traveled with Eldwin for a long time, so I think there'd be like a blink, like a pause, blink, blink moment, and then she'd kind of like release her grip and be like, "What is this? What has happened?" And she'd look really confused.
Like, oh, thank goodness it worked.
What worked? Explain.
So, when I when I identified your dagger back in the temple, I found that one of the properties was hidden from me, which is odd. But one of the properties I did find was that it was cursed.
First, explain.
I don't know the exact nature of the curse, but I've never known you before to be very possessive over things, and
Or to use daggers.
it's like, or to use weapons like daggers. You focus much more on bludgeoning style weapons, either with your fists or with your boomerang. So it was odd when you suddenly started using that dagger and obsessively held it. So my guess is that the dagger had a curse that forced you to wield and possessively hold on to the dagger.
So she kind of blinks and she like kind of draws back a little bit and kind of thinks for a moment, and then what you say is true. I do not know why I was so compelled to incorporate such an inelegant weapon into my repertoire. This is nonsensical.
This all happened during breakfast.
Yeah, I guess like
I'm like,
a bunch
I'm like,
of the guards
I
are looking
pinned
around,
Eldwin to the wall of the cafeteria.
worried.
I pinned Eldwin to the
Robert's
wall
like,
of the cafeteria by
Has
his
a
throat.
cereal and a spoon, just staring like, what the hell is going on? It's like
Eldwin, if you
Eldwin's
wanted
being
the
lifted
dagger,
up by his neck.
I could have just stole it from her in her sleep. No offense, though, Nasira.
Honestly,
If
you
you
probably
ever-
could have had someone do that.
If you steal from me, if you attempt to steal from me in my sleep, then we will no longer be allies, and there will be repercussions.
I imagine at this point, Onvir's coming down with like a pillowcase with something quite clearly in it. He's
Smart.
refusing to touch it.
It's like,
But no, but Nasira has definitely like her demeanor changed completely. She realized what you said was true and that her actions made no sense. I'm assuming, Lou, that the hold has been released and that she can see how nonsensical some of her actions were.
Yeah, I mean, you do feel maybe, it's definitely lessened the amount that you were in love with the thing. Maybe there's still some missing it just because of those intense feelings, but yeah, you definitely don't feel as attached.
It was, I think, a strong magic as I recognize the aid it gave me in moments and the power it might add to our group. Perhaps it was not so bad a curse. She kind of looks, she doesn't look, I don't think she looks convinced of what she's saying, but she kind of looks to you, Eldwin, about like, you know, was it so bad? Did you really need to?
like
Yeah, what was so bad about it, guys? Like
if you don't ask, like, mind me asking, since you were the one actually tuned to the dagger, what, like, do you have insight on what that special property that I couldn't decipher was?
Well, it was sentient. Would that qualify as such?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, Anvir, you're here. Hello. Oh, I see you have. She kind of leans, like, I assume you're not quite over to us yet, but she kind of, like, leans towards you as she sees the pillow you're carrying, and then she kind of leans back. She's not sure if she wants, like...
I see you leaning over, and I immediately put it in the bag, holding still wrapped in the pillowcase.
Yeah.
okay, so I ask again, what was the problem with her having the dagger?
None of us knew it was sentient because she didn't tell us because she was cursed.
Okay, and how is that a problem?
It aided me
Nasira's our
against...
friend.
It aided me against the Mind Flayer's curse. You saw how often they incapacitated me. The few times that I was able to thwart them during our battles with them were with give me a second. I keep forgetting the name. With Niffi's aid. So I would refer to her without having told you guys the name previously.
Yeah, she seems to be the same, just less worried about the dagger. So all I'm seeing are pluses that you just got rid of.
Sir, you've told me a name which will actually help with what I plan with doing with this dagger next.
What is that? She looks
Legend
conflicted.
Yeah, I'm not planning on destroying it, potentially.
She relaxes
We'll see what
a little bit.
happens. I am planning on casting Legend Lore, and a name might help with that.
Explain. She's not a caster, so I guess she would want to know about legend lore, but you don't have to spend much time on it.
I'll just, yeah, I would, Onavia would explain it. AJ is just gonna link it.
I think that if the spellcasters kind of explained to Nasira what it means, like, I think she would relax a little bit, because as far as a sensible person would, you know, who is no longer cursed, would see it, like, this doesn't seem like a bad thing, so yeah. She'd relax.
At this point, a couple of the guards would come over and be like, "Is everything okay? You all, seems like there was going to be a fight."
Oh, you know, lovers quarrel and all that.
Oh.
It seems there was a planned intervention, but Nasira looks calm now.
Well, just,
Robert, make
everyone's trying to enjoy breakfast. Maybe, take it outside if you're gonna quarrel and be dramatic.
I try and lift Robert up with a telekinesis after he says that.
Strength save.
I'm sorry, what's going on here?
What the?
He's trying to telekinesis you.
Are you're using a spell slot?
Well, he already has the spell going.
Oh, you already? I
Yeah,
don't know
he's
how
concentrating on it. He basically just lifts stuff up while he has
Strength
it.
save.
If you're resisting.
Yeah, I'll resist.
Alright. Just can't seem to work on anyone.
Not your day, Mr. Intelligence.
You gotta stop targeting fighters and martial people.
I suggest you don't try to cast spells on me.
So yeah, you basically, like, it's like the psionic thing where he just looks at you and you're like, "Urgh," as if you feel like a force pulling at you, but you resist. Like, "Urgh." Again, the guard says, like, again, if you guys are gonna be doing stuff, please take it outside the breakfast hall so everyone can eat in peace. And then he just kind of walks away.
19, by the way. I have terrible strength.
Yeah, you just.
Well,
rolled really
Anvir, please. Anvir, I claim that item should we decide to use it further in the future, but I agree that it is beneficial for you to learn the entirety of its properties, so thank you.
The main reason I haven't cast this spell before is because I thought I needed to touch the item.
Alright, so what do you want to do?
You had to touch the item to do remove curse.
Yeah, I had to touch the item for remove cast, but yeah, I thought I had to do it for Legend Lore as well for some reason.
Like, alright, Robert gets up from the seat, dusts himself off. Alright, back to watching the prison.
Alright,
I'm
so
going.
I guess Aurora was already doing that because she wasn't really saying anything. I assume she wasn't here.
Yeah, well, she doesn't need to eat.
No,
she
I
was
wasn't
saying.
there for that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't need to eat or drink. I was just watching prison. I wasn't part
Yeah.
of that. I probably heard it, but
Well, the prison isn't really near here. You probably were up very early to do that since you don't need to sleep as long. Or don't need to
Yeah.
like, sleep at all. Alright, well, anything...
As long, I think it's 4 hours.
Yeah. Well, anything else for this scene, or
I
shall we
would-
move on?
I would probably go up to my room and actually start doing the Legend Lore.
Okay. So you have the incense and the ivory strips.
I have the ivory. I'm assuming I can use religious components for the incense?
Yes, you can. You can use
Yeah.
250 Maho. So you're trying to get information on this dagger. Casting your spell. So, as you're chanting to cast your spell, or I guess you're in the middle of it because it takes 10 minutes. You look over for a second, like at the dagger. You're kind of thinking about it as you cast the spell. But when you look over a second time, it is gone.
I thought I had it in the bag of holding.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind. I thought you were kind of looking at it for the spell. But if you have it in the bag of holding, then you probably wouldn't be looking at it at all.
Which is even worse.
Yeah. So, let's see. What is Nasira doing right now?
I don't know. How long's it been? I might be back. I might still be in the cafeteria, or I don't know,
Like 5 minutes.
sparring or something.
Oh, so if
Yeah,
you're
I'm-
so you're maybe still eating breakfast.
Maybe.
All right, so you're finishing up breakfast, and kind of getting ready to go, and you kind of do a double take as you look at the table, and the dagger's sitting there.
Oh, I hate that.
She could've
Is
sworn that it
Eldwin
had
still
vanished.
with me?
I don't know. Is he, or did he leave at this point?
Like, is there anyone at the table with me?
Robert
think
would have left
Robert-
after breakfast.
Yeah, Robert said he left. I don't know about
Yeah.
Eldwin. I assume he left.
I would have gone with Anvir.
Yeah, so he's probably upstairs, like, waiting to find out
sitting
about
alone.
the dagger. So yeah, it would just be you there right now, at least from the party.
Alright, so she'd, like, notice it and then kind of look around the room and see that there was no one else kind of noticing her. And I feel like I think I want to do a roll. Would it be, like, insight on whether or not she, like, remembers what Anvir and Eldwin said and, like, is cautious? Or she's like, ooh, dagger.
I mean, that'd be up to you. Insight might be a good one.
Okay.
Or that'd be more like wisdom.
I mean, you know it is the dagger that they took. It doesn't look like a new dagger.
Oh, no!
Great.
Like, it is the dagger that he teleported away. You recognize it as being Niffy.
Oh gosh, I was hoping that I had the wherewithal to like not touch it, but I think with that roll, because honestly, I don't think Nasira has any education that would like lend to this situation. So, and with that role, I think she'd reach out and touch it and like talk to Niffy, like, what's up? What happened?
What's up, girl?
Are
How
you
you doing?
improved? Are you improved?
All right, so you take the dagger. If you try to communicate with it, but it doesn't actually talk to you. Strangely enough, it doesn't
Can
say
I set it
anything
back? Can I set it back down on the table and just like see if I feel any urge to grab it?
Yeah, you put it back down. Nothing seems to happen.
All right. Do I have any draw or urge to keep it with me?
I mean, it feels it feels similar to, like I said, like you do like it, but you don't feel the overwhelming urge you did before.
I'm still able to weigh that against what my companions have told me.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I think I would be like, can I grab a napkin or a tablecloth and wrap the dagger up and go try and find Anvir or Eldwin, whomever I find first?
Sure. So, I guess they'd be upstairs getting close to finishing the spell when you walk in, and you would see her holding the dagger.
While I'm holding a bundle of tablecloth.
Oh, did you like fully wrap it up? I thought you just like wrapped the handle.
Oh no, like if whatever was nearby, yeah, I was fully wrapping it up.
Okay. So let me actually switch over to the other two for a bit.
Okay.
So Robert, you're not sure where Aurora is. You assume she's hiding somewhere. You're kind of like nearby the jail cell. When you are approached by Savora, who says, hello again, friend. I don't suppose you've seen Aurora around here.
You know, as a matter of, I don't know who the heck this person is.
I don't.
This
know
was
who
one
this
of the
is either.
people who you saw speaking with Aurora, one of her traveling companions.
Oh, one of the people with
Okay, but
Robert
Herron
his name was.
Yeah.
hold it there, young lady or lady.
Yes.
First of all, I'm not your friend.
Oh.
Second of all, I have not seen Aurora.
Ah, well, okay. Well, if you see her, could you just let her know I wanted to speak with her about something?
And you are?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I introduced myself. My name is Savora.
So
One of her traveling companions from,
Savora and Aurora.
Yeah, if I see Aurora, I'll let her know Savora is looking for her.
She says, I would appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
And you see this, by the way, Aurora, from hiding.
Yeah, as soon as Savora walks away, Aurora sets up a mind link with Robert via her connection as she says, you have no idea what that was about, do you?
Do you
I
allow
was
a mind
listening
link,
in.
Robert?
No, he does not.
From Aurora? You know who it's
No.
from.
I'm sorry, he can do that?
I think you have to. The person has to be willing to mind link. I mean, you could link the
I'm
ability.
fine,
Maybe
dude.
I'm wrong.
I wonder if I ring to yes.
Oh god.
It says, yeah, I'm reading. It's the Psionic Whispers bit. It's the, like,
Yeah, it
second
doesn't say
last bit.
willing. I don't see willing at all.
It's weird they
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
do a
as soon
saving
as-
throw.
As soon as he receives it, he ends it.
I'm gonna say because there's no saving throw, I would assume it has to be a willing
Well,
target.
it's just messaging.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
just there at
telekinetic-
Yeah, right there at the end it says a creature can end telepathic connection at any time.
Oh,
So he'll just end it as soon as he gets it.
So
and
I
he'll
guess,
just mumble to himself.
What would
Sorry.
what would you say when you contacted him, Aurora?
I would say, I was listening to that. Do you know what she was talking about?
So you would hear that in your mind, Aurora's voice.
Yeah, Robert ends the communication
It's like,
and
nope.
mumbles. Yeah, and mumbles to himself, like, I already made my feelings on telepathic communication known.
Did you? I don't remember this.
Or yeah,
Is this like
Yeah, I
your
think-
anti-cataclysm stance?
Yeah,
You're a telepath
Well-
denier. You don't want people in your head.
telepath. Exactly.
Alright, so
If I knew
Robert
that, I
very
would-
I won't
rudely
have
just
this,
ends
but-
the link.
Telepathic communication
Aurora-
on my flat Gaian?
oh,
Yeah. Flat guy in
Oh,
her
it's
as
a-
well. Go ahead.
Aurora was saying in her mind, that fucking bitch. Well, he can have fun watching Prisoner Wrong as he goes off to find Aurora.
Alright, so you sneak off for the time being. Alright, and I guess this might be a good place to end. So I was going to give insight points to Nasira and I think Robert for the role play. I don't know if anyone else wants to claim them, but also give me MVP votes. But you two would get insight points for your role play today.
Yay. And you said we can hold up to 10, right?
Yeah, you can have up to 10 of them.
Alright, sweet.
Yeah, I have nothing that would.
Oh, you know what?
Father
I'll give
give-
it to Eldwin and Anvir as well for that little plan to get the dagger. That was pretty good.
We have genuinely been talking about doing that for weeks, but then Nasira would be gone or Eldwin would be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why did you just take it while she was asleep?
Well, because, like, we didn't want to do it when she wasn't here.
Yeah, no, it's probably good
Oh,
you did
okay.
it when she was here. So yeah,
And
go
to be
ahead.
fair,
You
I
guys
think-
can
I
get
think there
insight
was-
points as well. One each.
I think there was one other attempt to like ask her for it. Like, no, it wasn't like a whole like little ploy or plan or whatever. But she had made it clear before that she wasn't gonna like hand it off easily.
Plan came after that. After I failed to try and touch
Right.
it to remove curse, we came up with the plan to teleport it away from you.
Seems so
Who
elaborate.
started that chat? Andre, who started that chat? You, or Eldrin? Like, did you ask
think it
Eldrin or
might have
Eldrin asked
been.
you?
He asked me about, like, if I had any spells that would be good on him, on Nasira. And then we just started talking about how, like, she has advantage on spell saves, so it's kind of, like, really hard to get her with anything. So then Eldrin was just
So
like,
Eldrin,
I
got
can
it.
teleport the dagger!
Alright, and Eldwin
Sounds like
with 3
nothing.
votes, you are MVP. So you also get another
Oh.
insight
I was
Right.
expecting for a while for you guys to come at me with remove curse, so this was actually a nice surprise because I wasn't expecting this.
Like the problem.
You know,
The problem
Yeah.
was that getting the dagger from you to use remove curse on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Robert doesn't
You know, I'm
see a
not gonna
problem,
lie,
you know?
I expect-
Nothing but benefits from this dagger.
I expected you to actually buff it, not to teleport away, so that came as a shock.
I was
we've been
pretty sure I
whispering
knew
to
what he
each
was
other.
doing.
We were whispering to each
expected-
other for a little bit there.
Out of character,
That's
I
Yeah.
suspected, but in character, like, if the dagger was down to be more powerful, then here you go. All right, yeah, enhance it.
Like, like basically, we were going back and forth. Like, I was like, okay, I have this essence. If like, I'm hoping if I can appeal to making the dagger stronger, maybe.
No, that was a
will-
good ploy. I thought that made a lot of sense. I was surprised that she resisted it, like, or not really resisted it, but like wasn't like on board immediately. You know, she was kind of like, well, if you think, you know, I was thinking the power play would have worked, you know. But yeah, good
Yeah.
idea.
What's really
Although now
funny.
the mystery
looking
has
back
grown
on-
so much more.
What's really funny is that, like, after the dagger first denied getting the supposed upgrade, I just get a whisper from Andre just saying, "Damn." He's like, "Damn." It's like I'm not giving up yet.
And I was all trying
Yeah.
to keep. I was all like, even in character, was like gonna try and convince the dagger, like, why wouldn't you want more power? You know.
Yeah, looking back at it now, seeing the power play that he pulled off, I give it to him.
Yeah, no,
That
that was
was
well done.
good.
Yeah. We were like, how do we get it from Nasira? It's like, she's honestly pretty good at everything that we could use on her, because neither of us are strong. You have advantage on any spell that we would cast on you, and then you have good saves for the ones that would paralyze you or stop you anyway. And then I was like, wait, and I looked at teleports, like she wouldn't make this, like, teleport wouldn't be the save for her.
Right.
If she, like, as long as I can get her to willingly give me the dagger, then there's no save or anything, which is...
Yeah. I mean, she
Yeah,
absolutely intended to stay in its vicinity while you cast the upgrade, but yeah, she definitely, was like, okay, here you go.
I think ever since the day
Well,
we
you don't
found-
even need the dagger in your hand to teleport. It just says a single object that you can see within range.
Ooh.
Like, if...
But it can't be held
Well, it's
by
a saving
somebody.
throw,
Can't
I
be-
think. Yeah. Or
It's a
you
saving
can't
throw.
target someone's item.
Inventory.
Yeah,
okay.
it can't be held by someone who's unwilling
Yeah.
for it to go away.
Well,
Yeah.
interestingly,
Oh,
Nasira
okay.
Nasira does carry another dagger, but she never uses it for actual combat, and that was what was
Use
weird
it for the
about
magical
this one.
effect.
Exactly. She carries the dagger of blind sight for its abilities. Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't this one that was giving you 10 your blind sight?
No, the one they took from me is not the blind sight dagger.
Yeah, she had 2 daggers on her belt. One she never uses, and one that she
What was the
started
dagger
using.
called? What name did you give
Dagger
me?
of Blindsight? Oh, Neffy.
Neffy. That's right.
You gave it the name.
Yeah, I didn't see it in my notes though.
It was Niffy, I think. Like Nippy, Niffy.
Not Neffy. I think I've heard you call it Niffy.
It's whatever she
But
called it last.
I'm calling it based on something I typed down from what Lou said, so I don't know if I have it spelled right.
Yeah, because I remember ever since you got the dagger, me and Eldwin are like, I wonder if it's going to turn out to be bad. And ever since we learned in game that we
Yeah.
knew that it was cursed, we're like, okay, so how the hell do we get this away from her?
Yeah, and I mean, I didn't really know how to play it too much, but I tried to use it at least like every other round of combat or something, just because I didn't want to put it down, and and then talk to it, especially about remember when we were murdering the Yanti captives. I was like, do you mind if I use you? And the dagger was like, no, I don't really want to touch their blood, they're kind of gross, and so I used a different dagger.
Like,
Dagger's racist.
No, you're supposed to control the
Sure,
power, not the
fine.
other way around. Come on. And they were Geth, not Yanti.
What did I say?
You said Yanti.
Oh, I meant Gith. You're right. Sorry. I am Yanti. Sorry.
Yeah, that's why I was like, it's racist against you?
Sir, please. Races no longer exist. They're now species.
And I
Specious.
totally thought I was going to be cursed again when it showed up on the table.
The
And
second you're like, I pick it up, I'm like, God damn it!
Right? Well, no, out of character, I was kind of thinking the same thing. But in character, I was like, well, he says I'm still fond of it, even though it doesn't have the same control over me it had before. I still like it. And I rolled such bad insight. I'm like, okay, so this is a moment of a poor judgment. I'm going to touch it,
I feel like I could make an argument that it wouldn't be insight if that's what you were rolling for.
It would be
a will
wisdom.
save. A wisdom.
Yeah.